God.
And we are live.
All right, great. Well, welcome everyone to the second session. I hope everyone was able to make their new characters.
Rude.
What?
Basically, we
Oh
all
wait,
just
that's
played.
right.
We played Ring Around the Rosie. We all just switched characters, and we're just doing it again.
Oh, okay. I guess that works. Sure. Yeah.
They're technically new to each individual.
I'm the cleric now. You're all
Wait
screwed.
a second. There wasn't a cleric before.
What?
All right. So, where we last left off, the party, if you can really call it that, met each other in the hold of a prison ship that was destined for an unknown location. They had all been arrested for whatever bullshit they came up with in order to give them a reason to arrest the party, and were stripped of all of their items, magical or otherwise, and locked up with anti-magic collars so that no one could cast spells, which was very detrimental, seeing how just about everybody in the party has some form of spellcasting.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Mike.
Don't know what you're
Yep.
talking about.
You're welcome. And so the party, not really having anything else to do to pass the time, slowly got acquainted with each other to some degree. And
Just to a degree.
Yeah, to a degree. After a couple weeks of very disorienting sea travel, it was on one particular very stormy night that they heard a commotion coming from the decks above them, and somehow the magic powering their anti-magic colors was dispelled, and the collars fell off, and they were able to free themselves. Upon getting out of their cell, they found that the crew was in the process of getting killed and animated by these dark spectral creatures. The party did their best to fight off the creatures, but when they got to the next deck, they found that there was even more of them, and they were slowly getting outnumbered, along with the Knights of, I believe I call it the Knights of the Scale, is the group that arrested everyone. Some were kind of attacking the party between attacking the spectral creatures, and some of the party fought back against the knights, and between the party and the knights, the spectral creatures on the gun deck eventually were thinned out, and the surviving knights left the party to help someone they referred to as the prosecutor up on the main deck. The party's still unable to find their gear, relented to follow the knights up onto the deck just in time for the last of the specters to be destroyed. Showing up at the end of the battle, they were falsely accused of being the cause of the specters, and before they could make a defense for themselves, the ship was destroyed by a gargantuan wave, and the party drifted off into the ocean. And that is where we're going to pick back up. So, I would like everybody to roll 1d4.
Oh no. Oh no. How am I gonna do this?
I'm the highest so far. Never mind.
Aha!
Tori, I will roll for you.
I think, did I get it? I
Oh,
don't
she
know if
got
I
it.
Yeah, she
Yes,
got it.
yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
she rolled a
she-
2.
She
Yeah.
got it.
See it, okay.
Yep. All right.
Figured it out. I found the dice roller on my phone.
All right.
1, 1,
Just
2,
need
2, 3,
to
4.
change everybody down to 1 hit point real quick. Hold on a second.
Oh God!
Ow.
Fun.
Ow, indeed. 1 hit point, Jesus.
Now's the chance to kill your fellow party members.
Do it.
One
Do it
punch
now.
that lands is all you need.
Especially for little Amity. Actually, Amity like heals when she punches people. So.
All right.
I'll heal when I knock
So,
someone out.
who rolled ones? Vanya and Zephyr?
Yeah.
All right. So at roughly the same time, Vanya and Zephyr, you both come to. You can, Vanya, you feel wet and sandy, and as you look around, you think you think you're alive. It feels like you're alive. You're able to figure that out because of how much in pain you are in. And as you look around, you seem to be on a beach, surrounded by debris from the wrecked ship. Zephyr, you boot up, I guess, and as you start to take in your surroundings, you can hear the crash of waves on rock, and look to see that you are sitting perilously on the edge of a rocky outcropping along a beach shore. And I will drag everybody over to the map.
Alright, phone, don't fail me now. Let me see the map. Let me
So,
see the map.
at this moment, only Zephyr and Vanya are awake. And as you guys kind of start to look around, you see each other because you're actually close to each other.
Well, at least we're alive.
Yeah.
Hurts
Everything
too much to be dead.
Everything hurts, yes. I may be
You're
metal, but it still hurts.
You're up high. Do you see anybody else?
Can I see anybody from my current position?
I mean, you're not really up high. You're on the
Oh, okay.
side of the
I'm like
the
on the
rocks.
side of the rocks.
If you want, you can start making your way up to the top of the rocks.
I'm not gonna chance it with 1 hit point. I'm gonna go down
Okay.
to the beach.
So you start making your way towards the beach. Your body struggling to move as things are bent out of place and don't quite function right.
I'm just, while I still have spell slots, I'm gonna just do a cure wounds on myself so I can get down there in one piece. And then when I get to her, I'm also pump a cure wounds into her.
All right, go ahead and roll that healing.
1
Woo.
for myself.
Nice. That's some good healing.
And then 14 for her.
Oh, look at you doing
Sweet.
a level 2 for her.
I
Thanks.
ran out of first levels.
It's like, it's not trying to be sweet, it's just that's all I had left.
Yeah, I am now down to... Ooh. Oh god. We better not be healing for a while. I'm running low on I'm running low on my arcane abilities.
I have absolutely nothing. I have my fists, and I have my... which are not very strong. Couldn't remember what my strength score was for a second there. and I mean, she kind of just like looks out. I mean, I know how to survive, but that's really all I've got going for me right now.
Well, at least somebody here knows their way around a forest.
I should hope so by now.
Mhm.
And I'll stand up and I'll look around for everybody else.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
look for my stuff.
Sure. Vanya, make me a perception check. Zephyr, make me an investigation check.
All right.
Ooh, we're all buried in the sand.
It's a whole lot of sand here.
Yeah.
All right.
It's everywhere. Get used to it.
Vanya, you look around and all you see is sand and driftwood. Zephyr, you go looking in one of the piles of driftwood, see if you can find your gear.
Yeah, it's like,
And
how
all
could I
you
miss it?
find, all you find is
Driftwood.
driftwood and what looks to be like some ruined rations. They might have been viable at one point, but they're so waterlogged that they're completely useless now.
Yeah, it's like, how could I miss a 3-foot totem?
Well,
That's with
you
that
did.
I rolled a 9. That's how.
He thought it was driftwood.
So you
I was
rolled
like, oh shit.
At this point, he's just like, if you see a 3-foot totem, let me know.
I mean, I think we're all gonna be looking for gear. I feel like we should try to find everyone
others.
else first.
Yeah. I'd hate for anybody to die on a beach. That would suck.
Well, I already tried to find people and I couldn't.
All right, he'll take a look.
All right, make a perception check there, Zephyr.
If I fuck this up,
Which you did.
with a plus
Wow.
5, a plus
Just wow.
5.
All right.
You know, y'all have feet, right?
You guys are
walk,
doing
guys.
great. I just like the picture, like both of them are just like standing next to Rowan's unconscious body. Just
Yeah.
I don't
right
see
there.
anything.
It's so sad I could give guidance, but I'm unconscious.
Yeah. All right, yeah. You also don't see anyone.
You're like 20
Well,
feet away.
I'm gonna start walking. Maybe we'll run into someone.
Perhaps.
Or run over them.
Much more likely.
Trip over him.
Just buried in the sand.
True.
Oh.
I'm gonna start walking to the left.
I'll go
Okay.
right.
All
Is
right.
this map scale?
Yes, it's the scale. Vanya, I would say that just as you start going left, you would just trip over something in the sand, and as you look down, you see the form of a dark elf partially submerged in the sand.
Can I try to wake her up?
Sure, make a medicine check. Nope.
It's getting slowly worse, guys. This is really sad.
Yeah, she's pretty unconscious. I'll say with that you at least know she's not dying.
Well, that's good.
Or
And this is Rowan.
This is Rowan, yes, the dark
That's-
elf.
that's a step in the right direction and not dead.
She'll turn her head and holler, "I found Rowan. She's unconscious, but not dying. I don't think.
Okay. Okay, so the drow is not dead yet.
Not yet. See anybody else over there?"
Give me a minute. He'll go over to the right. See anybody?
As you continue along the beach, you can make another perception check.
Yeah, because this one was so bad.
If you miss this one,
If I miss with a plus 5.
Hey!
No.
All right, you can see submerged in the sand next to what looks to be a ruined rowboat, 2 tieflings.
Mhm.
He's like, eh.
He's just like, okay, I'll just leave him there.
I don't like tieflings much.
I'll do a medicine check on her.
Shit.
All right. So doing a medicine check on Amity because she's closest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
18. 'Cause plus
18.
8.
Yeah. I would say with the 18, you're able to kind of like figure out that she's also not dead or dying, and you just like find some like piece of smelly
He does some quick
stuff.
acupuncture.
Yeah. You just find like something smelly and like put it under her nose, and Amity, you find
just-
yourself waking
opens
up to a very salty smell and just feeling very sandy, very injured, and very wet, and look up to see the metallic form of Zephyr standing over you.
Yeah, he sort of like opened
like,
his herbalism
"Ugh."
kit and found the most disgusting thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was just
Like,
like,
get that out of my fucking face.
it got you up there, didn't it?
She's like gonna start spitting sand out of her mouth. And getting it out of her tail.
Okay.
This fucking sucks. She's gonna get up and I guess just kind of look around the immediate area where she is.
All right. Make a perception check. All right.
I mean, at least I have an excuse. I only have a +1.
Yeah. It seems like it's just you and Zephyr on this beach.
Where's everybody else?
I don't know. But everything really hurts.
I mean, you don't really have to tell me that. But I mean, do you feel pain?
I may be
just
mental,
as
but I still feel pain.
as a. Okay. She's gonna start walking to her left.
All right.
Gonna make
I
my way
would-
back to the wreckage.
Okay. So you're going right, Zephyr? Is that what you mean?
Oh, there's more wreckage.
Yeah, this whole beach is covered in wreckage.
I'll go for the others where the drow is.
Okay, so you're both going to the left. Okay, then yeah, Amity, as you go walking,
the other people.
following Zephyr to the left, you don't have to make a roll to see that Rowan unconscious on the beach next to a conscious Vanya who is looking over her, kind of at a loss.
Oh, you guys are here.
Yeah. He didn't tell you? We both woke up at the same time.
Nope. She's gonna turn around and walk the other way.
Do you see anybody else?
I'll call out.
All right, Amity, you go walking the other way.
We're never
like a
going
really
to find
bad
the rest
game.
of our party.
Like a really bad game of Where's Waldo.
She's like, oh, they must have died underwater. I was like,
Rip them.
Yeah. We all just roll a nat 1 trying to find fucking Ramona, and we'll just leave her there.
I know, I'm just gonna die.
No, you wake up in 3 hours.
I had a 4.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Oh, it's been 1, thank God.
Yeah, because me and Vanya woke up.
Yeah. All right, Amity, you can make another perception check as you are getting very close to where Xeris is.
Please roll above a 10. Oh my god!
My god. And you just keep walking right past him.
Jesus, you're gonna find fucking Ramona before we find Xeris, apparently. God.
I'm like, I don't know where anyone else is.
Then again, I guess Zephyr did see Xeris, but he just ignored it.
She's gonna pick up some wood and look at both sides and just chug it behind her.
Sure.
Ow. And completely unconscious, start rolling death saves.
Dead.
No, you're fine. All right, Amity, make another perception check.
Great.
Come on, you got this.
Perception checks from.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Lord help us.
Jeez.
This
Seriously,
is what
guys,
you get for
the
not
fuck?
playing a cleric again.
Oh my god, I know.
Jesus.
Do I
Alright.
This
see
is
him?
the worst. This is the worst I've ever done in any game.
What's that, Zephyr? What'd you say?
Do I see our tiefling friend over there?
Oh yeah, you already saw him earlier.
Yeah, I'll get him up. Medicine check you.
Yeah, and actually, because you have your integrated herbalism kit, you have advantage on this medicine check.
I have advantage. Good to know. Perks to being a druid with a built-in herbalism kit.
Yep.
Come on.
All right.
Like,
And
there we go, 19.
Xeris, you also wake up to a
The most
very
disgusting thing
salty
you could
smell.
smell.
Yeah, very, very putrid smell. Feeling sandy, wet, and looking up at Zephyr's metal face.
You just see red slits and a green mask. Not terrifying at all.
And then, feeling exposed, you quickly cast your spell over your face to make your normal red tiefling self.
What happened?
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you hear talking behind and see Xeris just seem to appear out of the sand.
Holy shit! Where did you come from?
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I thoroughly checked the area, and you are not there before.
I mean, I saw him. I just had to get the others up first.
You didn't tell me? What the hell?
Anyway, should probably start. Anyone else that would look missing?
You're missing one. And
Yeah,
she's
we're
gonna-
missing one.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna keep looking.
Can I look around once I stand up?
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright,
I'm also
Joe,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
unveil.
Yeah!
Why do you
There
have
we go,
disadvantage?
Joe.
Because it's been on since last week.
Well, the one was the first one, so
So it doesn't
Pick
matter.
one.
I'm never getting found.
You're gonna die on this beach.
I'm gonna.
Zephyr, you can make a perception check as well.
All right.
While they're looking, can I unbury Rowan?
Yeah,
19.
yeah, you can easily do that.
You're still
Alright.
a bitch.
The 14 was first anyway.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, you follow Amity over around this larger piece of wreckage, and you can see, just like sticking out of the sand, a single tattooed hand.
And that's it?
I will get.
Oh my god!
Please tell me there's a body connected.
Maybe.
I will.
Oh god.
I will see if there's an arm connected to the hand.
All right, you pull on the hand, and sand just seems to sift away as you pull a groaning Ramona out of the ground.
Is she conscious?
She is still unconscious.
All right, now wake up.
She's just groaning reflexively from being pulled by the arm.
I will.
Like, ay, my
I will
life.
wake her up.
All right, yeah, easily you get in the hang of shoving smelly things into people's faces to wake them up.
First one found, last one awake. Fuck yeah, guys.
He's just pulling out like a really good mushroom that people just don't like.
Yeah,
I like to think it was a dead fish, but
yeah.
It's
So
an herbalism
Ramona,
kit. It's herbs.
you wake up feeling beaten, wet, and sandy. And your shoulder particularly hurts as you're just hanging from it at the moment, and you look up and it's being held by the metal man,
The metal
Zephyr.
man with runes.
Ow.
Oh, sorry. Not. I forget that you're
Just
much
drops
fragile than
it.
most people.
Zephyr, can you wake her up as well?
You
Wait, who?
you hear yelling from the other side of the
He'll make his way over. He's like, oh god, I gotta walk
I'm
all the
ready
way
for this
back over
failed
there.
medicine check just so I have to stay unconscious. I'm so
Nope.
ready for it.
He'll slowly make his way over there because it's like, god damn it.
You were here
I
earlier. You just
tried. I'm
left.
not good with it.
All right. Just pull out. He pulls out the mushroom again. 22. Like, it's a portobello too. It's like a portobello mushroom. It's a good mushroom.
It's a good one.
Who's the nerd now?
So it's just gonna be like, I know the smell.
Okay, yeah, you wake up Rowan as well, and Rowan, you wake up just like the others, feeling beaten, wet, and sandy.
With the slight smell of a topping from a pizza.
Well,
The fuck's
that
a
was
pizza?
not fun.
Anyone else that we need to wake up? He says,
you guys
channeling
find
all the
everyone?
sarcasm.
Unless we just found a random person, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I'd say
I'm
we gotta-
being
There's no other bodies on this beach at all? None of the guards or anything like that we saw on the boat?
No, you don't see any guards lying dead on the beach.
Or laying dead in the water?
Nope.
Damn.
As you look out onto the ocean, it's weirdly like calming, just like seeing the ocean drift in and out right after a storm. The you can still kind of see like the little like bits of storm clouds mixing with
Get that-
with the sunrise, and it just gives like a really interesting aesthetically pleasing effect.
You also get like that really good after rain smell.
Yeah, plenty of ozone. Yeah.
I like the smell of ozone.
all right.
Yeah,
What are we
Amity's
doing
gonna
now?
stare at it for a minute, and then she's gonna be like, I'm looking for my stuff. I don't know about you. She's gonna
Same here.
start looking for her
Yeah.
shit.
For our stuff.
Let's go look for our stuff.
Sam.
All right, then, as everybody starts sifting through the wreckage, I would like everyone to make investigation checks.
Super good at
Okay.
that.
Oh man.
Come on, Amity.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Shit.
I have
Oh
a plus
God,
7.
no,
God
guys,
damn
come
it.
on.
Damn it. Dang.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I gotta
And
find
I
those
have
goggles.
a -1 to my investigation. I'll have you know.
We are not leaving until we find
I
our
had a
shit.
+4.
We're not leaving till we find our shit.
Jeez. Okay.
God damn it.
So, Vanya. Well, okay. So all of you find driftwood and just like super like waterlogged rations. Vanya, Amity, and Ramona. In addition to that, the three of you also find. Let's see, Ramona, you find 3 days worth of rations. Vanya and Amity, you each find 5.
All right. We found food.
Food.
I mean, that's nice, but I can
Yeah.
also find us food pretty easily.
Same here.
I would much rather have my spell book waterlogged and sad. Damn it.
Yeah, I'd take any kind of weapon at this point.
I just want to find my pair of goggles and my totem. It's all I care about right
Well,
Yeah.
do we want to stay here for a bit and see if anything winds up, or
Yes.
do we want to
I mean-
explore?
We should definitely take a rest. I think that we're all a little.
Probably rest, occasionally
Injured.
search.
What time of day is it? Like early?
It's
afternoon?
it's like early dawn.
Oh jeez.
All
Yeah,
right.
like it's like that point in dawn where like the sun's not quite up yet, but like the sky is illuminated already by its light.
Is it cloudy at all, or is it like clear blue skies?
It's a mixture of like clear and it's scattered clouds, just kind of left over from the storm last night.
You notice that Rowan's very pointedly keeping herself facing away from where the sun's coming up.
So looking towards the forest. Because this map isn't geographically correct, it's just the scale. So technically the ocean is on the eastern side.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just like right up at the water's edge, but like I don't mind if my feet are getting wet.
Yeah. I just didn't think to rotate it 90 degrees when I was making the map.
It's fine, don't worry. Well, we all know now.
Amity's gonna find a rock and kick it in frustration.
Okay.
Don't break the toe.
Hopefully it's
Go
not a
ahead
big
and
rock.
just roll a straight d20.
Sweet.
Oh. God.
Wait, what is she doing?
She's kicking a rock.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right.
You take 5 damage.
As you kick the rock, it hurts a bit. Not enough to knock you unconscious, because that would be stupid. But it hurts.
But it'd be hilarious. Kick
That
out.
makes no sense. You
Ow.
take 1 point of damage. Amity
Falls over. Flat on her face.
Yamcha fainted.
Like, ow, what?
I'm gonna go over to this main wreck. Quick invest. Okay.
She's gonna keep looking even if she can't find anything else.
All right. Anyone else that would like to keep searching can make another investigation check.
I'm gonna, since
I
I'm
would like to try.
pointed at it anyways, I'm gonna look at the forest and see if I notice anything looking back at us.
Sure, make a
Yeah.
perception check.
I'd like to do the same thing.
All right. Yeah, make a perception check.
We're getting
You
better.
really want to find that rod, don't you?
All right. Vanya and Rowan, you both look out into the forest. You don't seem to sense anything. In fact, Rowan, with your 20 though, you notice that it's a little too quiet.
Can
Not
I?
ominous at all.
As for Zephyr, Amity, and Xeris, I feel like I'm missing someone. Ramona, did you want to search as well?
No, I wanna. This thing is tall. I know it's probably dumb, but I wanna try and climb it.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Now, do I still have the runes active that I had active, technically?
I don't think they go
Just
go
go
away.
Okay,
I think they don't go away until a long rest, and you technically haven't taken a long rest.
cool. Then I wanted to use them for advantage.
All right, then yeah, athletics check and
Floating
advantage.
unconscious in the ocean wasn't a long rest.
It was only an hour.
No.
Well, I'll click the thingy that says I think it's this one. I only have 2 active right now, but I can make more. Anyway. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and climb.
Do it. It's just a little too wet. You can't even really get purchase. Like you get like a foot up and then fall down on your ass.
And my
Not enough.
shoulder is just so sore from being
Yep,
cold.
it's definitely that's the problem. Is your
totally
shoulder is just completely winged up by that.
No,
All
just
right.
because you took a dance.
One second, Ramona. While you're there, can you make me an investigation check?
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh, secondary DMs coming in.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
Oh,
All right.
All of my stats are horribly average.
It's all right.
Same.
It was actually enough. You do find carved into one of the rocks a very small print that looks like very similar to what you'd expect a chest to be. It's kind of very subtly carved into one of these rocks.
I found a thing.
So while you were doing that, going back to Xeris, Amity, and Zephyr real quick because they were searching. Xeris and Zephyr, each of you, Xeris, you find 6 days worth of rations. Zephyr, you find 2 days worth of rations. As for Amity, you find another 2 days worth of rations, and let's see here.
Jeffrey's sort of like, I don't need this here.
Just start a food pile.
Oh man, this is really funny. Okay, because it's probably like the smallest like amount of things.
You found a banana.
You found a rock. You found the rock that was kicked earlier.
Found an acorn.
A rock that was
All right.
kicked earlier. That's great.
Oh god.
Just has like a little bit of blood on it.
All right, you find a backpack, and
shit.
We found a bag.
inside of the backpack you find what looks to be. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know you had that.
Get out of my bag.
Inside the backpack you find basically what the makeups of a explorer's pack, as well as a pair of women's traveling clothes. You also find a set of weaver's tools and a holy symbol that you don't quite recognize. And I need to message something real quick.
Mhm.
Because
We're getting there.
because it's not listed.
But Ramona, as you uncover this rock, do you attempt to pick it up, or are you just leaving it there?
Okay, I know the throwing stuff is here.
The rock has like a thing in it, right?
It has a symbol carved into the outside of it that resembles what you'd expect a chest to be.
Then before I touch it, geez, I'm like just gonna use all my stuff. I wanna just real quick use. I can see if it's magic.
Okay. Sure. You do not detect any magic.
Then I will touch it. I'll pick it up.
You pick the rock up, and it's very light, surprisingly. And you can hear something moving around inside of it.
Look, listen, and I'll shake it kind of a little bit beside Rowan.
Does
It's
it make
very
any sound?
evident. It does. There's very evident that something is hidden inside of this hollowed out rock.
Huh. Are you strong enough to open this? Sorry, that's like a motorcycle going by or something.
Probably not, but I'll try. I'll try to open it.
Okay. Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Oh, jeez.
Since I'm like with her, looking at this rock with her, can we say that like I'm helping her try and find out how to open this thing?
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, friend.
You're welcome.
Hey.
All right. Very easy to find. You do find the latch, and open up and find a pair of binoculars.
Pair of
Cool.
binoculars. Surprisingly high tech.
Oh, now I
Dude.
want to climb up those rocks even more.
do you want me to try? I'm pretty nimble. I think I can probably get up there.
Okay. Sure. Here, take the binoculars.
All right, I'll take the binoculars, and can I try and monk parkour my way up this rock pile?
How long do you think it'll take them to find the stairs?
Well, before
I haven't
before you
been
start
over.
making your way up the rock pile, Rowan, with your passive perception, you notice movement in the water. And as you look out to see what that movement could be, you see slowly rising out of the water what looks to be one of the knights of the scale, except you can tell from a distance that His flesh is very waterlogged and bloated, and you realize he's not alive and he's a zombie.
He dead. He very dead.
Oh god, why didn't we rest? What did we do? We are so dumb.
And I would like everybody to roll initiative.
No!
Guys, why didn't we fucking sit down on the ground?
Because this
That
would've
is a
happened
great
anyway.
question.
What the fuck were we thinking?
Where's our stuff?
Oh my
Our stuff
god.
isn't important if we're all gonna fucking die. Oh god.
Well, now we actually might have to roll new characters.
Keep in mind, this was the GM's idea.
Yeah, I was like, all right, yeah, just this is when this is going to happen. Doesn't really matter what happens otherwise.
God.
I was gonna say, we haven't been here that long. I don't think we would have finished a rest.
Because I have my character sheet open on a different thing from the actual map, if I roll initiative, it doesn't like count it. They're on two different things. So
Oh, that's weird.
I'll roll it for you.
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. Because I have my character sheet open on an iPad and I have the map open on my phone, but they're not
Yeah.
like connecting. So.
Um.
But I can move my token, so that's good.
Kayla, I'm not sure if you asked it, but I'll answer it anyway. It's been about an hour's time worth of searching the beach.
Damn.
So you would have gotten a short rest in, but you didn't.
Oh yay! And I got a 1, guys. Thanks, Josh.
Also, for some reason,
You're
it
welcome.
did not send to the initiative.
Oh,
I
yours
forgot
didn't
that-
get sent?
Yeah, even though I did click the token.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
forgot that my initiative is supposed to be an advantage.
Well, just roll again, I guess.
Okay. I fixed it in my character sheet, so it'll happen automatically now.
Oh, okay.
Great.
I'll just take the 14.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll say it for some reason you had disadvantage because of waking up and being all yucked up. All right. So, unless something else happens, Xeris, it's your turn.
I see it. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. That definitely hits, even with the half cover of the water. That will hit. Both of them for 12 points of force damage. Nice.
And he's knocked back.
All right. Back into the water he goes.
20 feet.
20 feet into the water, Jesus.
I'll say because the water is kind of like acting resistant to your pushing, you'll only push him back 10 feet. So 5 feet
Maybe
for
that
each
makes
of
sense.
them. Yeah.
Difficult terrain, bit.
So now he has
Over here.
3/4. Now he has 3/4 cover as he's just a head in the water at the moment. All right. Amity, your turn.
As I run
Great.
past Amity. That guy over there in the water.
Yeah, she probably had no fucking idea.
I
Probably
figured you
with
were
those
behind the boat.
with the amount of perception checks you've been rolling. Yeah.
You had no idea.
Like, okay. She's gonna run so she has a sight line. And then, she's gonna be like, oh, I do remember how to cast one spell at least. And, she'll go ahead and cast Magic Missile.
Magic missile.
Well, you got one spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that only rolled damage for a single missile, and it didn't even do the +1, so that's actually 3
Sweet.
damage. So just roll manually 2d4 + 2. Yeah, for some reason the way they have magic missile set up in the compendium, it just doesn't work right. So that is 10
We'll have to
points of
fix it.
damage. What's up?
I said I'll have to fix it and just have it roll like
Yeah.
3, 4 plus 3.
All right. Anything else on your turn? You want to move some more?
She'll move backwards, and that's it.
Cool. Vanya, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast until I can see him a little bit better. So until he comes
Okay.
further out of the water.
Sounds good. Zephyr, your turn.
Alright. Main action. Wild shape.
All right.
Black
What do you
bear.
black bear?
Mm-hmm.
Is that black bear is still a medium creature, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have to change anything with you. Awesome.
Mhm.
All right. Anything as a bonus action? Well, I guess you can't really do anything because you turn into a bear. So
Yeah.
that would have been something to do before the bear. So and you want to move it all?
Backing up.
Okay.
You see this basically like brass bear backup.
Cool.
Vanya gives it a side eye.
Ramona, your turn.
Hello. I'm gonna with my bonus.
To be fair,
I'm
you've seen him do a wolf spider and now a bear. Surprised you aren't worried.
Convert my only 3 right now, sorcery points into runes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tap Rowan on the shoulder and be like, you were really cool on the boat, you should do it again. And I'll give her 1.
We have 1 HP.
Yeah, but you have a D6 buffer.
Yay!
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 As that's what I'll do for action, and then I am also going to back away.
All right.
Run, little one, run.
Rowan, it is your turn.
Just gonna look back and be like, I know I was super cool, but I'm not feeling super cool right now. Oh, hi, Boots. Oh God, Boots, no, not the time. I'm sorry, I can't pet you. Hang on. And I'm gonna just run.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, maybe another time. And I'm gonna go like all the way back to the group with like my 45 feet of movement. Boots, please, Boots. Oh my gosh, Josh, can you just like scoot me 45 feet back towards the group, please? My cat is attacking me. I now know how Josh feels when he plays.
All right. Anything you want to do as an action?
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Dodge action. Nice.
I think I'm
All right.
or anything at that range.
The zombie's turn.
I don't care. I'm taking the dodge action.
It's going to shuffle towards the closest target, which it would be Ramona.
Why didn't you run farther?
First 10 feet are difficult terrain as it's walking through water. It gets up onto the shore, and Vanya, you can use your held action now if you would like.
I would.
All right.
I don't know why it didn't roll damage.
Just a night.
Well, it hit.
Alright, it was at 1d10.
And you do get a second blast because it's not your caster level, it's your total level.
It is?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
The most exciting thing I've heard all day.
Oh, you missed.
That feels
You
right.
get so excited that you're like, just shoot at the sky.
It's like you were aiming for the single blast, and a second blast just like shoots off to the side somewhere. Like, I get 2 of them.
It's like not being prepared for the second shot in like a double barrel. It's like, it's like
Oh
way too
god.
crazy.
All right. So that was 20 feet of its movement, and then it's going to use another 10 feet of movement to get here, and then we'll use its action to dash. Unless, Josh, are you doing something? I saw that roll.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, he's going to dash to get right up to Ramona, but that is all he can do on his turn.
I go,
Yep, Ramona, you look up at this big waterlogged knight. His armor has been like beaten up and has even started to rust somehow. And you notice that one of his arms has just been sheared completely off.
Oh,
Careful of
nice.
that coral.
All right. Anything happening at initiative count 20, Josh?
Nope.
Then we're going with Xeris. Your turn.
Oh, I think another Eldritch Blast is in order.
Or is he
Or
gonna go
two.
mage armor?
Well, it's far enough away from me at the moment.
Far enough away that I'm like, okay.
Plus, I also see a party member's in danger, so I'd rather try and knock them away if possible.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Pew.
All right, those will both hit for 9 points of damage. And the zombie gets blown back 20 feet away from Xeris. So right there. So, yeah, Ramona, you're like, oh god, this thing's standing right in front of you, and then it just gets like sideswiped and goes rocketing over to the side.
Mhm.
All right. Anything as a bonus action there, Xeris?
Nope.
All right. Amity, it is your turn.
Okay. All right.
It's like, what spell can I cast that doesn't require my book?
I know. I'm thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, I don't
Well,
know
I
what
mean,
magic missile again.
Any spells that you have prepared, you would still have them prepared. You
Mhm.
Yeah, like you don't forget your spells if you don't prepare them every turn. I mean every day. It's just that when you do a long rest, you can prepare new spells is the thing.
I'm just looking at what spells I have without material components right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need anything with sand or wood, like your salt.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
shit.
have Witch Bolt, you can just like rip off a piece of ship wreckage because technically struck by lightning.
I don't have Witch Bolt prepared
Amazing.
today.
Oh,
Damn!
The best part
I
is
just
you
have to
said
craft.
today, which means you have it, just not prepared.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gather some up for later.
Oh man,
Curious,
that's funny.
If I were to grab a piece of
Oh
wreckage,
man.
could I use
Okay.
We'll get to it on your turn, Zephyr.
that? I'm just wondering.
I guess she'll go ahead and cast Scorching Ray.
All right. Then yeah, roll those attacks. First one just barely hits it.
Luckily, I'm just trying to. I haven't really used Scorching Ray before.
Oh, you get 3 different rays that you attack with. So
Okay.
So basically, just click the spell 2 more times. Or you can even hit the Scorching Ray repeat button at the bottom of the spell.
This is true.
On the right. All right, cool. So all 3 of those will hit. So 15, 20 points of fire damage. Nice.
I can't.
She's like, oh yeah, I remember that one too.
Uh-huh.
And that's gonna be her turn.
All right, this zombie that was already not looking good is starting to not look good.
Okay.
I know, real
Very
descriptive,
descriptive.
right? Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, before he was looking dead, now he's looking fucked up. All right. Vanya, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do 2 Eldritch Blasts again. And
Pew.
apparently did not fix my damage. It's
Oh shit.
All right, well, they both hit, so roll 2d10 for me. 14 points of damage. Nice.
back to the character sheet. That's it.
Back
Stay
in.
right there.
All right, great. All right, Zephyr, what was your question about the wood?
I was just wondering if, like, since I'm a druid and my spellcasting focus could be anything innate, would shipwreckage be useful to me, or does it have to be natural?
I think it like the wood of the ship is like worked wood,
It
and
has to be,
like
it has to
like
be
a druid's
naturally
staff
occurring.
is usually like a natural bow of a tree that was like
There's a forest
fell
right
off
next
of
to
the
us.
tree naturally kind of thing.
So it has to be like naturally occurring in nature, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Just wondering. Just
So yeah, planks probably wouldn't
Yeah.
work since they're processed.
Yep,
okay.
treated
Use my
wood. Yeah.
40-foot bear
Yeah,
speed
treated.
to get up over here.
All right.
That is exactly 40 feet. Wow.
Nice. So,
And
so this metallic bear just comes running up next to you, Ramona.
keep in mind, it still looks. He's essentially just more. It's like the metal is shaped slightly, to look like a bear, so it's like you got the runes and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
It essentially looks like somebody like bent him into shape.
All right, and then what you doing with your action?
Hold action in case it comes within range. So I can
All right, cool. Ramona, it's your turn.
Yeah, I feel better, but I still don't like how close it is. So don't mind me as I, back up. Oh jeez, how far can I go? Oh hey, I can use the click thing. Hi friends.
Come to us.
Come to us.
And then from here, I'm gonna firebolt Mr. Guy, because I don't have to worry about burning a boat this time.
Nice.
Ha!
All right, that will hit for 5 points of damage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna make some sorcery points with the spell slot. Okay, that's my turn.
Great. Rowan, your turn.
Can I like pick up a rock and throw it at?
I mean, if you could find
Sure.
a rock, that would benefit all of us.
Make a strength check.
You found the
Oh,
rock
no.
that he kicked earlier.
Yeah, I found the previously kicked rock. Strength. Oh, this is bad.
Oh, it is.
Did it roll? I didn't see
It's
it.
sad when the warlock
No.
has the strongest strength out of everyone.
Wait, no, it didn't roll. Hit. There we go.
Technically, this should also be at
Oof.
disadvantage. Well, it doesn't matter. You
It
missed.
doesn't matter. I missed.
Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of throw it, and it doesn't make it to the zombie. It just kind of like clatters on the ground next to the Zephyr metallic bear creature.
I'll keep that in mind in a fucking
And I'm
couple minutes.
And I'm just like, there's a rock. That's
Nice.
the turn.
Good job.
Bear wink.
Just throw him a rock.
All right. Zombie's turn. It comes shambling up to you, Zephyr, triggering your held action.
Thank you, bear with multi-attack. So I'm gonna do 2 claws. D27. Yep. Alright, plus 1.
Boots, can you not be on the iPad? Like, cat.
11
All right.
and 23.
The 23 will hit.
Alright. 2d4. So 4 damage.
Oh. 2
4 damage. All right.
Bear is doing things.
Cool. And then the zombie is going to attack you in turn.
Alright. My AC
Uh,
is 11 with the bear.
Great. It moves as if it's trying to attack you with both arms. It's like it hasn't realized that it's missing an arm yet.
Nice way to try and save us.
All right. You're welcome. It still hits you. Rolled at 12, so that's fun.
Oh, wow.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Mm-hmm.
and 9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I revert back to my normal shape.
All right.
Sort of just bends back into place to its humanoid form.
And then damage carries over. Are you still conscious?
I'm still conscious.
All right.
I had exactly 19 hit points in that bear.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Any other damage, or is that it?
No, it only hit you with the one attack because the second attack was non-existent, having only one arm. All right. Then that's going to bring us over to Xeris's turn.
Pew pew it.
I'm glad there's a stone right next to me I could use next turn.
Well, it's going to be a little further away, hopefully.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. That's what I like to think of Eldritch Blast as their shot, like pew pew.
It's really the only sound effect that works for Eldritch Blast. I don't
I
accept
know.
anything
I'll
else.
just say Eldridge Blast.
That too.
Eldritch
Those are the two.
Eldritch. Pew pew.
All right, a whopping
Caleb
10
version.
damage, and it gets launched off another 20 feet away from Zara.
Zombie. It's like, oh, I want brains. No.
Brains. Use your brains to help us.
And
All right,
that's it.
That's it. All right, Amity, your turn.
Okay.
Does this thing look any closer to death than it already is?
It's looking pretty bad. It's looking a lot worse than it was 6 seconds ago.
I forget that these rounds only take 6 seconds.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and do magic missile again.
I just picture like this thing like lumbering towards you guys, and you're just like all firing your spells like ah.
Pretty much.
And then me
Alright.
just throwing a rock.
Oh, you're doing our magic missile. All right. Yeah. That definitely hits. And the zombie kind of like falls back a bit. And dies.
Sweet.
I had to check.
And he's like, and back to looking for my book.
Yeah,
'cause this is bullshit.
yeah, it gets knocked down and does not get back up. So that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Now
gonna
there's
like,
just a dead guy over there.
she's gonna like pat her hands, like pat the sand off her hands, and keep
Sure.
looking for her fucking book.
All right. So Amity starts looking around. Go ahead and make me another investigation check. What is the rest of the party gonna do?
Also,
Wow.
looking,
Looking for stuffs.
I
Vanya
sit
says,
my ass
damn it.
down and start resting.
we had a lot of stuff that was expensive.
All right,
Vanya
Vanya.
says, if anybody sees my bow, let me know. And then I'm going to try to use visual awareness to detect beasts within 5 miles, because that's my favorite
Alright.
enemy.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It takes me a minute.
Oh, Joel.
Sure.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're doing that. Xeris is searching as well. What is Rowan doing? Just go down the line.
I'm sitting my butt down and resting and looking at my friends. And
All right,
do I
you're still doing
notice?
the rest.
Yeah. Do I notice who has the backpack?
Who has the what?
The backpack that was found earlier.
Yeah. Amity. I guess Amity. Did you take the bag with you, or did you leave it where you found it because shit started happening?
Probably left it.
All right, so it's like you would see a backpack lying over there, and you would recognize it as your backpack, Rowan.
Okay, I go get my backpack first, and then I sit down
Okay.
and start resting, and I go through my
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, you have all your stuff. Your weapons aren't there, however. Pretty much
But I have everything in the bag.
everything but your weapons and magical shit.
Cool beans.
All right. All right. What is Ramona doing?
I'm gonna roll in and I'm gonna ask for the binoculars back.
I give them back. Be like, sorry, I need a break.
It's okay. And I'm
He's
gonna
like,
try
oh,
and
I think
climb
I saw
the
stairs.
Or is there another high spot that I can try and climb?
You can see that there's kind of like a rock bed over on this side of the beach that leads up into some trees.
Mm,
That also kind of like goes up elevated area.
does that look more precarious than the other rock thing that I tried to climb?
If you went a little like more inland, like from over here, you would avoid the wet rocks, so it'd be a little easier to climb than the wet rocks of this whole thing.
Okay, then I want to try and climb over there.
All right, then go ahead and make a athletics check.
I will use one of the 2 runes I have again to try and get better at it. Cause
Advantage.
Hooray! Please, Ramona, do well.
Thing.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
All right.
Not your strong suit.
You get up on the first rock and then sit down to take a break.
Yep, I'm just gonna rest here now. My hope.
This is my life.
And I am beat.
Yep.
You're like one of those people who goes to the gym and does walks on the treadmill for like 2 minutes and is like, okay, great work.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Time to
Balances
go.
the chair, sits on the
Alright,
chair, and uses it to walk on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vanya, how far does your primeval awareness go out?
I think it's 5 miles.
5 miles. All right. You can sense animals out, like a lot of animals spread out in the forest, different like pockets of animal life just kind of going about their business. The closest one would be about 3 miles away from you, though.
Does it seem weird to me that nothing is, like, everything's far away?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that information yet.
All right, cool. All right. A half hour of searching goes by then. Though Vanya and Rowan are a half an hour into their short rest. And then Amity, Xeris, and Zephyr. All right.
I'm glad one of us got a high roll.
Amity, go ahead and just roll a d5.
Okay.
Cool. All right. As you are looking around for your book, you trip over a piece of driftwood, and as you look to see what the driftwood is, you realize that it's not part of the ship. It looks to be like some kind of like totem-like reliquary.
You see the 3-foot totem with the leather strap that's attached to it.
She's like,
Yeah,
I think I found your thing.
Yeah. Zephyr, I don't know if you have like anything else gear-wise
Unless
other
there's,
than your
I'm
totem.
assuming any magic items are not
No.
put with our bags.
No magic items, no weapons, just basic gear. So like
Alright, so
like
dogs, torch, water skin.
yeah, I
Maybe
guess your
well,
your
like-
backpack would also be on there. There's no rations in your backpack. You would get your healer's kit back though. That would be in there. So you get your totem, your backpack, and the majority of your explorer's pack, as well as your
a bunch
healer's
of like
kit.
Are like torches and tinderbox like totally useless since they've just been waterlogged?
Oh yeah,
Just keep
those
standing
those
from
would
water.
also be pretty messed up. They can withstand water, but they can't withstand being submerged in the sea.
Yeah. So so any rations, tinderboxes, and like torches are just
Yeah, exactly.
You see like ink bottle, quill, knife, letter from a dead colleague, that sort of thing. I'd be surprised if the letter withstood all that.
Amity, also roll me a d8. All right, you find 6 days worth of rations.
Cool. So just chuck
You
them.
find more food.
I've 100% started a food pile.
No, well she'll chuck it near the food pile.
I hope someone is keeping track, because I sure as hell not.
I am.
Kept track of what I found.
Same.
Yeah, I kept track of what I found.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I haven't found any, so I haven't kept track.
Well, Zeros, we'll come back to you in a second. Zephyr,
That's fine.
go ahead and roll me a d4.
Okay. 2.
2.
It'll be funny if he ends up finding Amity stuff.
That would be funny. However, that's not what's happening. All right, 1 second. Need to load up character sheet. All right. While this is loading, Zephyr, go ahead and roll me a d8.
Alright. Seeing as that you're having trouble there.
All right, there we go. You find 1 day of ration.
He's like, I found another bag of rations. Does anybody want this? I don't need it.
To the
There's
pile.
a pile.
It's
In the pile.
Just between Rowan and Vaughn, you just see like a pile of rations, just like mounting up.
All right. Zephyr, you find, in addition to that food, you also find another backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Inside looks like your classic explorer's pack.
Mm-hmm.
You also find what looks to be some what look to be like some like ornate vestments and a holy symbol that
Mm-hmm.
you don't recognize.
He'll be like, does anybody need these vestments and holy symbol and a bunch of other stuff?
As he yells that out, Vanya, you look over and and see him digging through your backpack.
She leaps
like-
up to get it from him.
It's like, here,
Like
This is
an
yours.
embarrassed sister trying to get her diary from her brother.
Yeah, like her
Like-
bra.
Like instantly shoots up from her seat and snatches it from him.
it's
Nice.
like, here, this is yours.
Did we see what holy symbol, what it kind of looked like that he was waving around? Or
Make
I
a
didn't take any- I
perception
didn't take
check.
anything out. It was like I looked in and was like, does anybody need this? It just sort of
And
goes
Vanya,
out.
please message me what the holy symbol is.
Oh
of.
god. Not that far ahead.
Oh, you hadn't? Oh.
I don't know. Let me
don't worry, I got an
walk
11.
over.
So it wasn't
I'll
that
message
great.
you in a second.
Okay, she doesn't see it. You just let me know what it is at some
Yep.
point.
You just wrote down holy symbol. You forgot to put a what?
I forgot to put a description in there.
Nice.
I've got an idea. Just need to go look something up real quick.
All right.
I'm definitely taking my stuff for a minute.
So Zaris, I need you to roll me a d6 and a d10. Okay. That's funny. Zaris, do you have like any weapons or armor usually?
Just the rod.
But nothing other than that?
No, I don't have armor. I use mage armor.
Oh, okay. Well, if you had armor, you would
Oh,
find your
wow.
armor. But
cool.
because you don't have any armor, you don't find anything other than 7 days of rations and a barrel of fresh water.
Nice.
Was it the one marked with the X?
It is not.
That would be so funny.
Eventually we'll find that.
If it wasn't destroyed.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that was the first half hour of Vanya and Rowan short rest. Ramona, you can now make another athletics check to try and make the rest of the way up the
I'ma do
cliffside.
it.
Believe in you.
Zaris would also have cast mage armor at this point.
Yeah. Are you expending another rune to give yourself advantage?
I feel like I should,
You
but
probably
it's like... yeah, I will.
It'll be fun.
All right.
Even though last time it didn't help, but hey.
Yeah, well, I mean, the second roll was a 1 last time.
Yeah.
Ah! Hey! That's
All
not
right.
bad.
Nice.
I
With
think
that
she's like, "That's
14,
not
I would
bad,
say
right?"
you would be able to get the rest of the way up onto the cliff,
Yeah.
onto the up into the little bit of jungle that stretches in out onto this beach. And now
Cool.
you have a good sight line up the and then along the ocean as well. But that it took you the rest the second half of the second half of the hour to get up there.
Okay.
Vanya and Rowan, you can roll hit die for your short rest and get
Cool. Is
anything back
there-
that comes back on a short rest.
Is there a limit to how many dice we can roll? I don't remember.
It's your as many hit dice as you have, which would be your
7, yeah.
level. So
Yeah.
you would have 78.
And then the other question I had was, I remember when we got, because I have it still listed here, when we got hit by those like wraith thingies, we had like negatives to our maximum HP. Is that gone now?
No, technically those don't go away until the end of a long rest, which you guys have not
Shit.
taken.
Fuck.
Well,
So I
we
only
gotta
have
do math.
52. I wrote it down. Thank God. Okay.
Oh yeah, I wrote down how many I lost. I'm just trying to figure out how many hit dice I want to roll because of it.
I know. Me too. I'm like, okay, math it out. Let's see.
Well, while you guys do that, what are the rest of you guys doing? Amity, Xeris, Zephyr.
Amity first is gonna cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay.
And whoever's watching her sees like a blue flash afterwards, and then it goes.
Sure. Does Mage Armor require material?
Shit. That's why I didn't
Does it
cast it
require
yet.
some sand?
Yeah.
guys?
It requires
Okay.
leather.
A piece of cured leather, so probably not.
Oh. Damn! If only somebody wore armor he didn't.
I think the reason Xeris can do it, I think his invocation lets him do it without material.
You can do it.
I'm not sure.
Then she's not doing that, and she's gonna walk over to the zombie and see if the zombie has her fucking book.
Okay.
There's why. Armor of Shadows.
Ah.
Yep, or material components. There you go. Yep.
That's nice.
Zephyr's gonna quick stone that he knows the location of and do a magic stone on it.
Okay. Sure.
He's just bored.
So we now have a weapon for someone to use.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Well, I mean, technically he can just keep casting it on that stone.
Yeah, it only requires a stone that you cast it on.
I mean, it doesn't, like, you don't have to choose a specific stone. There's enough stones on this beach to have up to 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start, he's gonna grab like 3 stones and be like, in case we need them.
Alright. I'll say that's what you're doing on this. Xeris and
I'll just start collecting them.
Yeah, you just start collecting stone. Sure, then yeah. Xeris, make an investigation check. Amity, are you doing the same thing?
Yeah, only she's looking near the dead guy.
Those are my hit dice, by the
Okay.
way, because I couldn't click on it on my character sheet.
Oh, sure. Make sure you add your con modifier to each
I will.
one of the roll. So,
Yeah, I will.
Alright, cool.
Good.
Amity, are you searching the area near the dead body, or are you searching the dead body?
Both. So the dead body definitely first.
Okay, then yeah, roll that one. Roll the dead body one first. All right. He's got he's got like metal scraps of what used to be plate armor on him. I would say with that, because something has to hold the metal on, you find a leather strap.
Sweet.
So now you can cast mage armor if you like.
Sweet, she's definitely doing that.
Can we share components?
Please,
All right.
Master, may I have some?
But that's all you can really find on him with that 12. Now do an investigation check for the beach itself.
While she's rolling that, Zaris
Wow.
would have added the food to the pile and the barrel of water. He had 13
Right.
food rations that he had found so far, and a barrel of fresh water.
Amity is too excited she found a piece of leather.
Yeah, you just find some driftwood and some
That's not what I meant to click, so ignore that.
some room some room rations.
Can't, just in case you wanted to know.
Yeah. All right. Xeris, roll me a D5 followed by a D10. All right. Oh my god, this is really funny.
Oh my god.
Jesus, Mike is having too much fun playing like
I'm
fucking
finding armor that this person was have, but they don't wear armor.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're an
Was
ass.
it me? Was it mine?
No,
My
it
God,
was
this
Ramona's.
Hi.
Ramona's
Jesus.
lack of armor and weapons.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Wow.
that's just not fair.
Just roll again. This is gonna take
Pick
forever.
something
Yeah.
else.
You know what? Yeah, just roll again because just roll a D3, I guess, because I don't think Amity has any weapons or armor either.
She's got a dagger, but she
Funnily
doesn't
enough-
really give a fuck about the dagger.
Okay, yeah.
Actually,
So,
funny enough, Zephyr does own armor, but he doesn't wear it.
right. All right,
Also,
Xeris, you
I will-
Wait, no, not you. You already found your non-existent stuff.
Oh, that's right, I did.
You find Vanya, your bow's not magical, right?
It's +1 bow, but aside from that, it's not.
Oh.
It's just a really
other-
nice bow.
What other weapons did you have
I
besides the
have
bow?
a spear and a dagger.
And what type of armor do you usually wear?
I have studded leather.
All right, Xeris, you find a set of medium women's studded leather armor, as well as a spear and a dagger. You also find 4 more days worth of rations and another barrel
Jesus.
of water.
Oh my god.
Is this the one marked with the X?
No.
It is not the one marked with the X.
This
I'm
is
not that
important.
cruel.
I'm just saying it would probably be very easy for him to find it.
I would say, hey, found somebody's stuff. Is this anybody's? And I would just hold it up.
Oh shit, that's mine.
That would
She runs for it again, like the brother holding up her.
She's less frantic this time. She's a little bit more like she's like gets up and goes get it. Goes to
She's
get
just
it.
happy it's found, pretty much.
She's glad to have it, and she immediately starts putting on her armor.
Is there like a hole in the side of the shipwreck that we could like go into the ship? Or just walk around kind of in the water and to get into it?
Yeah, there would be like a hole right here. I would say like people have been like going in there to search for stuff in
okay.
addition to the rest of the beach.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna just go up to like the forest edge and kind of like get a closer look and see if I see anything weird in the forest, having noticed earlier that it was really, really quiet.
Sure.
I'm guessing. Are those like thick trees? I can't, or it's just like, because I only see 3. I'm like, are there only 3 trees, or is it an actual forest?
It's like thick. The green
Okay.
is like forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. All right, so yeah, I'll just go and kind of like, I'm gonna try and do it stealthily and to not like, crunch any branches or anything.
All right, make me a perception check.
Can I also be looking, but like looking over, I guess, the trees and things, and on the beach as well with these fancy binoculars I have?
I would say with the binoculars, you could look up the extent of the beach, as well as like out onto the ocean. So you can roll a perception check.
2.
I don't know if there's any benefits you get from the binoculars because those came out of nowhere.
I don't know.
Those
You
came
do
from a rock.
notice when you look through the binoculars, as it focuses on the part of the sky, a clock appears in one of the corners.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what time is it?
Yes, it's bad. It's bad.
Oh my
Is it
god! So
analog or
someone's having
digital?
flashbacks to old episodes.
Is it analog or digital?
Well, to be fun and answer, it's high noon.
Oh my god! No, it's not, Josh. It's early morning. I already answered that question.
I could
I know. That's why.
I
it's
already
fun.
know for a fact Matt is hanging his head in shame for some strange reason right now.
You just
Just,
had
yeah, just
the urge.
somewhere in LA, Matt is face palming and he doesn't know why.
Matt gets an involuntary twitch anytime anyone says high noon, and he just like can't explain it.
Oh god.
He's like a spasm like in his arm or something.
Oh fuck.
Marisha's like, "You okay?" And he's like, "I don't know."
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. It keeps happening. All right.
I rolled
I
great
got a
Happening
20
around
dice.
noon.
for all session.
All right. Ramona, you don't.
I'm distracted by the clock.
Yeah, you're distracted by the clock. You're confused why it's saying noon when you know it's early morning.
Clearly
Must
wrong.
be a different time zone. I don't know. Rowan, you start to look out into the forest, but before you can like get a sense of anything there, you once again hear the sound of water behind you
Mother
as
effer,
more
Jesus.
figures start walking out of the water. This time you see another knight, this one with both arms,
Oh no.
as well
It's like
as
two of you
what,
healed. Two
what
arms.
looks to be a drowned crew member. And both of them are zombies.
Zombie.
That's
Initiative
weird.
again?
Yep, I would like everybody to roll initiative again.
Hey,
I'm
Mr.
about
Josh,
to make these
you
guys
want to help
regret-
me there?
I'm about to make these
Not
guys
really,
regret
but I guess
coming
I
into
will.
water.
Oh,
I'm gonna go stab
Josh.
things. I'm really excited about it.
Hey, yeah.
I am
Healthy
consistently
squad, roll
rolling
out. Oh my gosh.
really good on initiative this
Wow.
campaign. I have totally just
casted the
screwed
roll
that.
Single digit.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
until
you just
now.
jinxed yourself, bud.
That's fine. Let me roll something else good on something that I normally roll shit on.
I would
Oh,
just
no,
like to
that's
say
not how it works.
Like a
microfuses.
wisdom save. Poor Dark.
Good
Rip.
times.
Just like to point out
He failed
microfuses
those
to let
every
me see
time.
the forest. Clearly some fuckery going on in there.
No, you just keep on looking when things are showing up from the sea.
Just perfect timing.
Yeah. All right.
I'm like, ooh, a forest. Fuck.
Mhm.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Ooh, a piece of floating undead candy.
Ooh, a piece. Oh, don't eat that.
I want
Ugh.
that to be the episode title. Floating on dead candy.
Floating undead candy. All right, cool. Everybody rolled, right? Yeah, Rowan's on there. Yeah, all right, cool.
Yep.
Mhm.
Sweet. Zeris,
Good.
you are up, sir.
I'm attacking that one with Chill Touch.
All right. With chill touch. Interesting.
No
Hmm.
pew pew. I feel so deceived.
Unfortunately,
pew pew.
the skeletal hand that goes flying out from you just completely misses it and disappears into the sea with a plop.
Mhm.
Shit.
All right.
And
It gets
that's about
pushed
it.
by a wave into the sea.
I tried that because if it hits an undead target, it gives it disadvantage.
Oh, yeah,
at least
true.
against me.
All right,
Oh,
Vanya.
damn it.
So none of our magic-y things were in there, like healing potions.
Nope.
Okay.
I have a
So-
feeling it's being held in a very secure container somewhere on the beach.
I'm going to use my movement to walk over here and stand in front of Amity.
Oh, hi.
And then
Amnesty International.
I'm gonna pew pew this one down here.
That's gonna be it now. Eldritch Blast will now just pew 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 for the rest of the
Pew pew.
campaign. I'm going to pew pew this target here.
This is gonna be a very warlock heavy campaign.
I know.
Woo!
So there
It's
will
like
be
a
many
ladder.
pew pews.
All right.
Be glad nobody's hexblade.
Both those hit for 13 points of damage. Nice. All right. So that's gonna bring us on to Rowan. Unless Vanya, you got something else?
I haven't tried yet, but can I try to resummon my familiar?
It takes an action to do that.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. All
I
right.
wasn't sure if
so
pulling them from the pocket dimension was an action or a bonus action.
it takes an action.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering where those were. If they were like dead, or if we got them back.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dominic!
Should have done that during my short rest, but I didn't think about it.
You didn't
You
think
know.
of it.
We barely thought about short resting. All right, let's give ourselves some break.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're more concerned about the stuff that we're lacking.
What
Yeah.
is this short rest you speak of?
Listen, you
Alright.
guys don't need to get close, okay?
All right, Rowan, it is your turn.
Feeling much better about myself, I'm gonna kind of roll my shoulders and be like, all right, and run up to Mr. Zombie. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Mhm.
I think that's up to him. My quadrant's a little whack,
It
but
is.
okay. And are they in? Is it cloudy? Is it direct sunlight?
I would say by this point the sun would have risen, so you are in direct sunlight now.
Mother. Okay.
So
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Welcome
be
to my
honest
world of
because
playing.
I picked this race, so I'm not gonna fib my way out of it. So I will smack with my fist.
Welcome to my world of playing a drow.
15
Alright.
to hit.
Don't have to worry about that now.
Yep.
Well, for a while
yeah.
at least.
You forgot the disadvantage.
I put it on there. The heck? I'm on disadvantage. Or I'll just
Attempted
click
to
it.
make 3
Yeah,
rolls,
Oh,
but
wait.
results were never.
It only
I think it
rolled
might
one.
just. I know.
Alright,
I'll just
there
roll
you
them.
go.
I'll just roll them twice because
That I guess that works. Yeah. So yeah, with the 14, that is going to be a miss.
No. All right. I'll hit it again, or try to hit it again. Mac.
Hey, there you go. That 18 will hit for 6 points of damage.
I like how the go away ones. And I will spend a key point to attempt stunning strike.
All right.
It's a DC 15.
Con save.
Yeah,
All right. It succeeded.
mother
No stun.
effer. And is that a bonus action? Yeah.
No, it's part of the attack.
Oh, right, it's part of the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not listed
So
here.
you still have your bonus action.
Okay. And for my bonus action, I will. Oh god, no, don't click there. Don't click there, iPad. Thank you. This is like using this Roll20 app for the iPad is interesting.
Brought to you
I
by
will-
Roll20.
That's why I
50%
said
of the time, every time.
interesting. I'll spend another key point and do patient defense.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Cool.
Frick off, bug. I don't want you here.
Ramona,
That's
you
all I want to
see
do. Ignore it.
2 zombies coming out of the ocean down on the beach below, making their way towards your friends, who some of them have started to engage the new enemies.
I'm gonna firebolt the one by Ramon, or I'm Ramona, by Rowan.
You're Ramona.
The other R name.
I was waiting for somebody to get the names mixed up. I didn't think it was going to be one of the players playing one of those characters.
Honestly, I've almost called myself Ramona like 3 times.
Okay, well this, yep, it's fine.
I'm still waiting for
Both
Joan.
Tori, we're both
Give it
ours,
time.
whatever.
Mhm.
In time, I will call myself Zeris.
Ha!
We'll
I'll
see.
probably call myself Zephyr as well.
All right.
Maybe.
5 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'll say because it's only partially submerged in the water that it doesn't take half damage.
Thank
So,
you.
you're
are a
good on
kind
that.
person.
You're welcome.
Kind and generous DM.
Yes.
Alright.
You know, I'm super spooked, so I'm gonna activate some more rooms too. That's it.
Okay. Amity, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I don't really have too much left. I'll just do a ray of frost on it.
Okay.
And I accidentally just zoomed away out.
Hooray.
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 Wow.
All right, that is going to miss.
And she's gonna back up. And that's
Alright.
her turn.
That's going to bring us to the zombies.
Yeah.
This one is going to make his way up to Vanya. And then both Vanya and Rowan are each going to get 2 attacks against them.
I have an AC of 19, and I took the dodgy dodge.
Alright, so the ones against Rowan are at disadvantage. Let's start with Vanya, though.
Let's start with the person they're most likely to hit.
Yeah.
You know,
All
it's funny
right.
she went there.
Alright, so
Good news, my AC is now 16.
yeah, with your
that's true.
studded leather armor, only one of those is going to hit you.
Great.
Unfortunately, I rolled really well on damage.
Damn.
Of course you did, Mike.
So yeah, I know, right? So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh.
and 13 points in,
Oh my
for a
god.
total of 23.
Wasn't that short rest fun?
I'm glad I took it, that's for sure.
All right. And then the disadvantage attacks against Rowan. All right. First one's a nat 1.
That misses.
Alright, we just
And
need several more of those.
second one also misses.
Whoop, whoop. Also, I have a question. That rune that I got from Ramon, I believe, at
Yeah.
the start of, do I still have that, or did that only
No.
last that combat?
I,
That's gone,
yeah,
right?
An hour.
yeah, it only
Okay,
lasts an hour, so it's gone.
Okay, I just wanted to double
Yeah.
check. Good.
All right, cool. Which will bring us to Zephyr.
Alright, Zephyr's gonna now using his new he's gonna cast some Call Lightning.
Oh shit!
I'm standing in this water. I'm standing in this water. I'm standing in this
Zap!
water.
It's not gonna be at you. The one in front of
Unless
Vanya.
it misses.
Vanya. Although I can cover a 60-foot radius.
All right.
So each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dex saving throw.
Yep. So
Boy.
the question is, what point are you
Yeah.
bringing the lightning down
It's a
on?
60-foot radius, so they're
Well, the
probably
60-foot
gonna-
radius is how far you can put the point. I'm saying, where's the point going?
I was aiming the point around here.
Right behind
Okay.
the zombie.
So like here or here? It's kind of hard to see with the lines on the map.
Yeah,
Because-
because they're not all lined up.
Yeah.
Okay, right here at this intersection where that driftwood is,
All right.
on the actual map grid that we snapped to.
Okay. So on this point, there's nothing really within 5 feet of it because that would be all the squares around it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to hit the one next to
I'll just do
Vanya, then I would recommend putting in any one of
I'll
these.
just do like literally
points.
right next to the friggin' thing.
All right, cool. Then dex save. Ooh, close one, but it failed. So
Alright.
it takes the full 19.
All right. The good thing is I can summon that from a different point too.
All right, so the little bits of clouds in the air suddenly start to coalesce above you guys.
Well, in the background you see Zephyr like totem.
Does that mean that
planted
the
into
sun's gone?
ground.
Nope, the sun is still on the horizon.
Don't worry. Once it gets near
But
you, you'll be fine.
the skies get dark, and then suddenly a
Mhm.
bolt of lightning comes raining down, striking
Mhm.
right behind this zombie next to Vanya, and a blast of electrical energy comes shooting out, narrowly hitting Vanya, but luckily she was just out of range, and the zombie is fried a little bit.
Yeah, in the background you see Zephyr totem planted in the ground, sand clean. You see the gesture, what looks like he brought down his hand, while you hear druidic chanting.
All right, and anything else, Zephyr? Bonus action on something? I don't know.
Can I use a cantrip as a bonus action?
Yeah, if it's a cantrip that uses a bonus action casting time.
All right, and that means I'm gonna take three. I'm gonna take 3 stones that I gathered from the beach and cast magic stone on them.
All right, you do so.
Magic slingy rocks.
All right.
If I found my sling, this would be great.
All right,
I'm
so you got 3 stones that are filled with magical energy, and that is the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm. I got 2 points of potential damage now.
All right, Xeris, your turn.
Fuck it. Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew.
That one.
Thanks.
I like the idea that Ramona's like our silent cheerleader in the distance.
Yeah, you got this. All right.
Go team.
The second one is definitely gonna hit. My apologies. Which one were you aiming at?
The one near Vanya.
Near Vanya. Okay, then yeah, 9 damage to that one. All right. Anything else?
Knock back 10 feet, and that's about.
All
That's
right,
pretty
it
much
does.
I'd like him to
Boom.
go away.
Leave me alone.
All right, and Vanya, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him as
Pew pew.
soon as I open my character sheet back up.
All right. The 9 will definitely miss, but the 21 will hit.
And then I'm going to run.
Run. All right.
Ran away.
Great.
That's it. It's my turn.
And then after Vanya, it's going to bring us over to Rowan.
So there's still direct sunlight? Gosh darn you, Storm.
Yep.
Why couldn't you be helpful?
It's a 60-foot cloud. But it is like 100 feet in the air, so
Yeah,
I'm a
it's-
and the
punch.
sun and the sun's at an angle too, so that doesn't
Mhm.
help.
Yeah. Exactly.
Unless it was like directly above the sun, I don't
Sorry
think it's
for
gonna
that
be
on all.
up to you.
I know. Ow, boots. Oh my god, stop scratching me. I will punch. Punch.
All right. The 22 will definitely hit. Yep. For 9
Alright.
points of damage.
Okay. With that, I will spend another key point to try stunning strike.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
I just want to stun something. All right, and then I will smack it again.
All right. The 12 will miss.
And with my bonus action, I'll try and hit it again.
All right. 19 will hit for 8 points of damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. Cool. Ramona, it is your turn.
Oh hi, I am scared to try and get down, so I'm gonna fire bolt again.
Okay.
You're just standing up there like, ee.
Yep.
It's like you got up, but you don't know how to get down.
I'm gonna try later when there's not enemies nearby. Probably. Maybe. At the one by Rowan.
Aye, that one will hit for 11 points of fire.
Yeah.
Yay. That's it.
All right. That zombie next to Rowan is starting to look a bit more beaten up now.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.
Amity, your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna aim for the one on Rowan and do. I'll just do another magic.
Magic missile. For 12 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Nice. Just 3 more magical bolts come shooting out, spiraling around each other, and doot. And it gets thoroughly pelted with magic. Anything else, Amity?
Yeah, she's gonna move the fuck backwards.
That is a good idea.
And run the fuck away.
Would recommend this strategy.
All right. So, this zombie is now going to come up next to Rowan. So now
Yay.
both zombies are on Rowan.
Sorry, Rowan.
And Rowan is going to take 4 attacks.
19 to hit.
You'll be
19 to
fine.
hit.
First one, you nimbly dodge out of the way as it lazily swings at you.
19 to hit.
Uh,
19 to hit.
Unfortunately, you were a little too focused on the one in front of you. You forgot about the one behind you, and it whacks you against the shoulder, doing a lot more damage than you were expecting. 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 points of necrotic for a total of 20 damage.
Rude. Concentrated on two
Recovering,
things.
you're able to avoid the third attack, as well as the last one. Just jumping between these two zombies, avoiding their swings at you.
Good job.
All right. Zephyr, your turn.
I'm sorry, Rowan, but I'm gonna repeat Call Lightning on the point.
I mean, as long as it's not in the water.
One
Well,
of them is in the water.
well, there's no rule about water spreading the damage of lightning,
Oh,
so you don't have to
okay.
worry about that. The
Yeah.
question is whether Zephyr is trying to hit both of them, because if he's trying to hit both of them, then he will also be hitting Rowan. Otherwise, he needs to pick a target.
Yep. Can I tell which one's more badly beaten?
The one that is partially submerged in the water, so the one on the
I'll
right.
go for the other one.
Okay,
So over here. So
gotcha.
thank you for pointing out that that pink text is a repeat button.
Yep. So, that is a success. So it only takes 6 points of lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
I also like how the repeat button just like cuts out all the
Bull
block
crap.
text.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, oh yeah, you just want the damage. Here you go. All right. So that's just a bonus action to call down our strike, or is it an action? I don't remember.
Let me check.
It's an action.
Oh, if only we had that block text.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn you! Roll 20. Your convenience has been our downfall.
Yeah, it's an action to repeat that.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's nothing else you want to do as a bonus action.
Nope.
All right.
He's just sort of gonna drop the. He's gonna sort of toss the magic stones to behind him to somebody who might need them.
All right. Roll an attack roll. No, just kidding.
Damn.
He'll just like be over here.
Tells
as,
all
like,
the party
you
members
can
at 1
grab
HP
him.
and kills them all.
And Zarus goes down.
Yeah. No, he throws all three of them behind him and just 1, 2, 3. Amity, Vanya, Zaris just down.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
That
like
would suck.
bowling.
He'll sort
All
of, like,
right.
put them in a pile behind him and just like here in case you need them. So you
All
just
right.
see like some rune-covered stones that are glowing.
Zaris, your turn.
One Eldritch Blast for each of them.
Each of them.
I like
All
the idea,
right.
like you hear the druidic chanting, and then behind Zephyr you just hear Eldritch Blaze.
Damn, that's some consistent damage.
And knockback 10 feet on each one.
Yep.
Oh great, that means I can hit him without worrying about Rowan.
Well, if they're pushed.
Well, by that time they'll move. But Rowan has a chance to run away if she so desires.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All
or
right.
just run to punch one of them.
That too.
Vanya, it is your turn. The one in the water currently has 3/4 cover. You can see its head.
Then I would like to pew pew at the one that is on the land.
All right. Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Beautiful.
Nice. So, one strike to the chest and the second one right to the face, dealing a whopping 18 points of damage between the two of them. Nice. That one is pretty fucked now.
It should be more than 18.
Sorry, 28.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
I
got a
do,
crit.
when
I
one's
do
a
math
19.
good.
You should have seen me trying to do math in my game on Sunday. It was
Yeah.
I added 7 and 5 wrong. It was great.
7 and 5. That's
8.
75.
Be worse if
All
it was
right.
57.
So that was Vanya's turn. Gonna bring us over to Rowan.
At least you don't have to do reverse math.
You mean
Oh god.
subtraction?
Oh god. Yeah. Oh,
No.
so
Reverse
delicate.
math.
Move. I will run over here to this guy and attempt to smack.
Okay. Still a disadvantage.
No.
10 will
Try and
miss.
smack again.
15, which is
15.
barely hit for 9 points of damage.
And how fucked is he looking?
Pretty fucked.
Yeah.
So attempt to
Dude.
smack again.
He was struck by lightning and then repeatedly blasted in the chest.
All right. Another
19.
6 points of damage. All right. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. He's still hanging on in front of you,
My
but
god.
he looks like he's on his last leg.
Is he literally standing on one leg?
Well, seeing
we
how
blow a leg off?
you broke one leg, it's still connected, but he's having a hard time standing on it. So now he's just
The other
standing on
leg.
one leg.
So he is on his last leg.
Yes. Ramona, it is your turn.
Hey.
Oh,
So you've got one nearly dead one on the land next to Rowan, and one who's also fucked, but not as much as the other one. Currently submerged up to its neck in seawater.
you have one nearly dead guy and one kind of dead guy.
That's hard to hit.
Well, I have twin spell, so I'm gonna
Hey!
fire both them both.
Nice.
Hooray!
All right, roll an attack for each of them.
Boop. Boop.
All right.
Oof.
Ooh, yeah, 12 is definitely gonna miss that guy in the water.
Yeah.
Roll 20, please. All right, there we go. All right, and as the bolt of fire comes raining down from your elevated position, striking this one in the head, it goes down and stays down.
Yay!
Yay! That's
I'm just
it.
gonna kind of give a nod up to Ramona and who's up on the cliff.
I'll give one of those like cool people waves, like when you
Yeah.
put your hand up.
As she like almost then falls off the cliff. Like, oh,
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, Amity, it is your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna have to go for. I can bring my shit up. Hang on. Just had to go for the Ray of Frost because I'm using all my spells.
Don't worry, I got one slot left.
All right, even with the 3/4 cover gained by the ocean, you're able to pelt this zombie right in the face,
Woo!
dealing a nice 11 points of damage.
Ain't dead yet.
Yeah. However, as the ray of frost strikes in the face, you can just barely make out that it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you were expecting.
Yeah, I figured.
It is still slowed by it though.
Sweet.
Doesn't have a resistance to that.
Granted, it is in water, and she was just pelted with frost. So.
Yep. So, difficult terrain walking through the water. On its turn, it's going to get there with its normal movement, and then it is going to dash up to Rowan.
so,
Right there.
yeah.
Even with the speed reduction?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the speed reduction is why it had to dash.
Mm.
Yeah. And because it used its action to dash, that's its turn. Zephyr, your turn.
Loon's writ, totem in the ground, making another gesture with the chanting, and I call
Yep.
down some lightning behind him.
All right.
Come on. Normal.
Roll that damage. All right. And the lightning bolt comes streaking down from the sky, striking the ground right behind this creature. And with the electrical force of the blast, the zombie crew member just explodes, raining body parts all over Rowan as it dies.
Yummy.
Rowan just kind of like shakes her arms, kind of getting like the gore off, like unnecessary, but okay.
It was like, it worked, didn't it?
I'm not saying it was, a bad thing. I'm just saying the aftermath was a little gruff.
All right, so we are
I'll
out of
check the
combat.
bodies.
Mm-hmm.
As you go to check the bodies, let's take a little break here for a second.
Cool. I need my
Just,
healer.
yeah, quick 10-minute break. Get your water and drugs and whatnot.
Drugs. Wow.
Well, she said inhaler. That's technically a
Yeah.
drug.
I was gonna
It's
say,
true.
I'm gonna
True.
go
It's
dig
a
out my
steroid.
ibuprofen. So
Yeah, drug buddy. Ooh.
I did something. Last night I leaned over and fucked up my back.
All right, so everybody
done
be
that.
back in 10 minutes.
And we're back.
Okay, so, Rowan, as you go to search the 2 new dead bodies, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. My headphones died, so hopefully you guys don't
Uh-oh.
hear yourselves echoing too bad.
I don't hear anything.
9.
9.
9.
All right. You find some bloated limbs that are in the process of decomposing.
Oh, so you find gore from the last guy that.
I'll just kind of like, sort of like tow them a little bit and just be like, useless. And I'll go back to the forest and once again try and see what is up with the forest.
Right. Yeah. So what are you trying to learn from the forest?
Well, you said it was like eerily quiet, and it was
Yeah.
like weirdly quiet. So I just want to like go. I kind of like want to take a couple steps in stealthily and like see if I can see anything that looks like off to
All right.
explain why it's so
Go
weird.
ahead and make a survival check.
As she does that, I'll mention out to her, there's no animals within about 3 miles of us.
Yeah, it's too quiet here, so this is just
It's
weird.
unsettling.
Ignore the sounds of birds in the background.
Like
It's
something's
like right
crashed.
as you said that, I heard like a bird caw and then like some wings flap. I'm like, what the fuck?
Something's crashing through the background. It's not a bird.
I got a 20.
All right, with
Nice.
your survival check, you get the sense that the reason that animals are staying away from this beach is because there's a heavy presence of death.
Gee, I wonder what that is.
But weren't they staying away from this beach before the weird zombies showed up?
Yes.
Question mark. Okay. I will ponder this as the rest of the group does stuff.
All right, I'm gonna take him. Go ahead.
I will
I'm
also
gonna,
let the group know what I think.
I'm gonna look at the group and I'm gonna say, do we plan on staying here for a while?
I think we have to.
Can't
All
take
right,
me a bit to
then.
get my spells back.
I mean, all my shit's still missing.
We'll find
Yeah.
it, but it might
She's
not
pouting.
be a bad idea to take a rest first, just to make sure we're at least a little bit more ready.
Well, considering I'm using my last spell slot right now.
And Ramona, do you need help down from that cliff?
I mean, if you could, because I feel super fragile right now.
So I will take the rope out of my bag and, holding one end, toss it up to her and have her tie it to a tree so she can climb down.
All right. Ramona, make a survival check
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
Jesus!
to tie the knot.
I'm bad at rolling anything. It's fine. I'm sure this will go great.
Okay.
Hey!
You think you do a good job of tying the rope around one of the trees.
Okay.
And then you start descending down towards the beach again, because it's basically just a controlled fall with the rope. You don't have to roll.
Thank goodness.
And once she's down, I'll use Mage Hand to send it up to untie the rope and get my rope back.
Hey, I was gonna do the same thing, so I'll help.
While
Mage
people
hand race.
continue
sorry.
to search, can I start building like some sort of like shelter just inside the tree line for us to rest in?
help her with
Sure. Make a survival check at advantage then.
Cyrus is going to sit up against the boat and just relax for a little bit.
All right,
Take
I'm
a
gonna.
very short rest.
Stop scrolling.
All right. So Zara starts taking a short rest.
Come on!
Wow.
I'm gonna.
That was a 1 and a 2.
Wow.
I'm really good at shelter building, guys.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, no
is like
kidding.
me
Ready
on my
for
character on the
Survivor.
Monday game. I can track shit. It was terrible.
All right. So, It was Vanya and Rowan were doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then Zaris is starting to take a rest. What is Ramona doing?
I guess I haven't actually looked for any stuff yet. Maybe I should help.
All right, so you're gonna start looking for stuff.
All right, I'm gonna take a minute and do a conjure minor elemental.
I mean, I found my stuff. I'm good.
All right, so you're casting Conjure Minor Elemental. That will end your
Yeah, I know.
Storm Cloud thing.
Yep,
So
got
seeing how there's not really a lot of options for elementals, I'm assuming you're just conjuring like some methods.
Yeah, some steam methods.
Steam, all right. That
He sort of just like walks up to the ocean, plants his totem, starts chanting, and you just see 8 steam methods come up from.
actually being a robot man, what would be even cooler is you just let off some steam and then animate it.
You just see like steam exit his body and just 8 methods just emerge.
Yep.
As just like runes on his arms that are like glowing.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Druidic, Elvish, Infernal, and Sylvan.
All right. They start cackling and speaking to you in a language you don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Good to know. 1 second, let me check Conjure Minor Elemental.
I know Abysmal, Common,
Friendly
Abyssal, not
initiative
Abysmal.
for them.
Abyssal,
I
Common,
know
and
Abysmal.
Infernal.
Abysmal.
That's
Yeah,
the story of Dark.
They understand you because of the nature of the spell. They follow your commands, but you don't understand them.
Yeah, I sort of asked them, find any useful items in this wreckage.
All right.
And bring them to the pile.
I will.
Oh my god, they're gonna bring back like 80,000 rations.
No, there is a limit to the amount of food and water I'm gonna give you guys. Which, by the way, I looked up how big a barrel is, and I'm gonna say the barrel is actually smaller than your average barrel. So instead of
a barrel of water is actually a lot of water.
Yeah, instead of each barrel being 40 gallons of water, it's only 20 gallons of water each. So you have a total of 40 at the moment.
That's still not bad.
Yeah.
Wait, Mike,
We,
help, I don't know how much that is.
Oh, I'm not gonna try and I'm not gonna try and convert that to liters for you, Tori. Basically, one person requires a gallon of water per day to live.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we'll survive.
So yeah, between that and the food we've got, which we added up on break, is about 35. So we've got at least enough for a week. If Zephyr
you have about 8. Yeah.
The conversion is 151 liters.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that's enough water for 8 days of water and 7 days of food. So there you go.
So far.
So far, yeah.
So for 1 hour, those methods will search for any useful items and bring them back.
All right. I'm just going to.
Amity is definitely still looking for her fucking book.
Yep. So you can make an investigation check. Ramona, you can also make an investigation check. Zephyr, what are you doing with your hour?
Well, considering I don't get my spells back until a long rest, I'm going to also search.
All right, then make an investigation check.
I'm assuming you'll take care of the methods searching.
Why do I keep rolling 12s?
Yeah.
Can someone please tell me?
I don't know. You're so good at this, and yet you keep rolling shit.
I know.
She's so good at rolling averagely.
I'll just blame it on her, like, losing her cool.
I blame it on all these birds that don't exist that I keep hearing.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say that you're running like you're pretty much sifting through this beach. So between you and the methods, you only find about 5 more rations, to put it up to a nice even 8 days each for food and water. And then let's see, Zephyr, you rolled so 15. Okay.
It's just like, at one point do we start finding weapons and armor?
I'm so useless.
Well, I already found what would have been 2 sets. Except I found my own, which didn't exist.
You found an indentation in the sand of what looked like armor.
Yeah. Sure, I'll go with that.
All right, Zephyr, roll me 1d2.
1d2.
Yes.
Yeah!
Where's the?
Just type it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
All right. You find a backpack.
I found a bag.
Uh,
Let's see what's
inside is a very large book.
I found your book, Amity.
Holy shit, really?
Yes.
Oh my god. She's gonna run over.
It is, in fact, your spell book.
She's gonna open it and look through the pages.
It is surprisingly well maintained.
She's gonna hug it and just sit there.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, giant book. There's only one person in the party who said something about a book, so it's like you put 2 and 2 together.
Inside the backpack, you also find the rest of like your explorer pack stuff, as well as what other tools you have. No magic items, no weapons or armor, which you're a wizard, so you don't really have need for those anyway. You also would find your components pouch inside that as well.
Yes.
You can now cast spells.
Did I find my components as well, or?
Did you have components, or what?
For some of my spells have components.
Well, you usually use your rod as your material focus, like your spell focus. So unless you had bought a secondary focus or components pouch, then you wouldn't have it.
Well, he probably would have a few components in his bag, and then when he came across the rod, he would have probably just kept them in there just in case. For some of the stuff, anyway.
Hindsight's 20/20. It's not on the sheet, so you don't have it.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I know what I'm doing as a caster. Yeah.
Anything else you need me to roll?
Nope. You guys are maxed out on resources. That's what I'm gonna say.
Still can't find my
I would say between the food and water, you would only be able to carry about 8 days worth of food and water between the 6 of you.
It's ironic. I'll be carrying food that I don't need.
Yeah, well,
think of it as helping us.
Yeah, be altruistic.
Yeah.
All right. And then so that was the first half hour. Second half hour. What would the people that were searching? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna realize I'm useless and down. Just
okay.
I'm gonna make an effort to find where my magic items might be.
All right, make an investigation check.
Not to mention my shield and stuff. Basically, the stuff that we haven't found yet. I'm gonna look for that.
Yeah.
14.
All you'd find is more food that you can't carry. Amity, did you want to keep looking for other people's stuff?
Nope.
Did you want to look for like magic items, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Magic items that we need.
It's all the same roll anyway. It's just what you roll depends on what you find. So roll me an investigation check.
The higher.
All right.
Finally, a good fucking number.
Yeah, get it, girl.
All right. Roll me.
Oh god, now it's
A
1d1.
D4.
A D4.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized I have a second level left.
All right. All right. Actually, you know what? It's not fair to just keep on like rolling for the casters who don't have any weapons and armor anyway.
For 2
Uh,
hours.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, like you find the shield, and I don't know what weapon Zephyr uses.
He's got quite a few weapons.
Oh, okay. Then actually, you find a surprising amount of weapons.
You find a
Oh.
scimitar, a hand axe, a sling,
A shield,
a shield.
armor that looks like it can fit a huge humanoid. I
Yeah.
guess.
Leather armor that he wears for the aesthetic and not for the function.
Oh wow.
I found a whole bunch of stuff over here. I mean, it's all like stuff I can't use, but it's like weapons and
Probably. The moment she says shield, it'll probably Zephyr will put
yeah,
two and
she
two
would have been
together.
like
It's his.
weapons and a shield and more weapons.
More
Did you find my
weapons.
staff?
Yeah.
You do not find a staff.
No staff over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll
Not
be
yet,
like,
anyway.
he'll be like, that's mine. Well, get that. My AC is now 20.
She can't even lift it. She's just looking through whatever this is.
All right.
Can't even lift the hand axe.
She tries and fails.
All right. So during this hour, Rowan and and Vanya continued.
Can we?
I'll say here. I'll let you roll a
give
second
it another
time for the
try.
second
Yeah.
half an hour. So roll again at advantage.
I was gonna say, Rowan's gonna stand
Yeah.
back and look at it and be like, this doesn't quite look right. I don't think it's supposed to look like this.
No, you're right. It's really not. It's not good. We should move those branches over there
She's
and
like,
pull
we should
some
take all
stuff off for
down.
some cover.
Just put it all back up. Rips
This
down,
is
like,
now
the
our
two
floor.
leaves.
It's gonna start over.
Rips down like the two leaves we just kind of balanced along some tree branches, like.
All right. Thinking a bit more coherently now, Vanya really puts into gear and is able to make a much better form of shelter, like using like some vines to bind some leaves together to give like some overhead cover in case it rains, using some wood to like make like a small kind of like runoff area so any water that does go into like the campsite area gets washed away through there, keeping the rest of the camp area a little bit drier. Starts kind of like moving like salvage and like making like makeshift like beds and chairs and whatnot. Zaris, you would get the benefits of your short rest.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm a warlock. I'd get those back on a short rest.
So yeah, when you took that short rest earlier, you get your 2 warlock spell slots back, or one, 2. I don't remember how many you
I
have.
think I get them both.
Well, if you have 2, then yes, you would get them both.
Yeah,
I just couldn't remember how many you had.
I have two.
All right, so there you go. You would have those 2 spell slots, which you have had those 2 spell slots for a while.
I have.
Cool.
Quick question.
Sorry.
Yes.
Quick question. The ship, is that the front half or the back half that we've been searching?
That is the front half.
Okay.
You can tell by the big, long
Oh,
wooden
just
thing
wondering.
sticking out the front.
I was just wondering if there were any like changes you made to that.
I mean, I could have, but I don't feel like wasting creative thought on how the map is different from what you see.
All right. Just making sure. I could be taking a short rest, but
You were searching.
yeah.
All right. So,
Unless
As
anybody has...
your short rest comes to an end, Zephyr, seeing how you're the closest to the water, you hear sounds coming from the, and you see making their way out of the water 3 more zombies.
We got more undead. Let's get prepared.
Are they 3 like? Are they crewmen, guards?
You see one is
Or
a knight, one is a crewman, and one...
Don't you dare tell me it's that chick.
It is
Oh,
not.
jeez.
Okay.
Also, weird question. Did you find my stuff? Did you find my sling bullets?
Those would be in there too, yes.
Okay, so I have 40 points of ammunition that I can use.
Yeah.
Am I the only one missing stuff?
Yep.
Of course.
Your stuff has not been found at all. Yes.
Okay, I'll keep looking later. I'm just failing at everything right now. It's fine.
We're all fighting. Just keep looking while we're fighting.
I'm resting right now, or was.
Oh, right. You were, yeah. Keep resting while we're fighting.
Yeah. To answer your question, the third zombie coming out of the water doesn't look like a crewman or a knight. They seem to have like this like patchwork, what almost looks like animal skins covering their body, and you see they have like it's kind of hard to tell with their kind of like bloated discolored skin, but it looks like they've got like tattoos on their face, as well as the one remaining ear that you can see is pointed in the shape of an elf.
Huh. Were there other people on that ship? Other,
Not that you know of.
It was a pretty small ship.
And roll initiative.
Hey,
Alright.
Josh.
I just need to adjust my sling real quick.
Ooh. Thanks, Josh.
And before you ask there, Zephyr, I would say you would have had enough time to put your shield on.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna make sure that was done anyway.
Yeah.
My AC is now 20.
Woo.
Good.
And
Come.
a level
Oh,
7
wait,
character,
I'm taking a
that's
rest.
a big bonus.
Lucky you.
Okay.
Alright.
Initiative.
Are we missing somebody? Waiting on Zephyr.
1 second. I had to get out of edit mode. 19.
19. Alright, cool. Alright. Top of the order is Zephyr.
Alright. Bonus action, magic stone on my sling bullets. Because cantrips are the greatest.
Woo. And then you're using an action to throw one of them?
I was just gonna use my sling as my main action to attack.
Right. That's what I'm asking, yeah. Then, which one are you attacking? The one in the center here?
Ooh.
Yeah, the closest one to me, that one. I'm basically using bonus action to enchant the bullets and main action sling to use them.
Okay. Well,
So I really have to.
technically you already rolled attack the first
You
time.
can just take the 18.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna fix this so that doesn't do that. Because I don't plan on attacking.
Alright. Cool. And you wanna move it all?
I'm gonna back up,
Alright.
like over here.
We're gonna go ahead and move Rowan and Vanya to where they would.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
we're in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're looking real proud of. right now.
Yeah, we're just like, heck yeah, look at this camp. Oh
Yeah.
shit, zombies.
Yeah, you're looking like, oh fuck yeah, this camp is awesome. Oh shit, more zombies. All right, Rowan. Oh wait, no. Yeah, Rowan. I was like, did I skip Vanya? No.
No,
Rowan.
I just have a higher dex, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah. Or we're tied, maybe?
I'm
No, Rowan is higher.
Okay.
20. I will. I'll move out of the forest and just kind of go stand. Oh god, you can do this. Come on, roll 20. Work with me. I'll just go stand here. Boop. Nope. Boop. Yep. And I will just hold my action until one of the zombies is close enough for me to smack it.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Cool. Vanya, your turn.
I'm gonna also step out of the woods. Does this zombie have cover at the moment?
Yeah, it's up to its waist in water, so I would say it has half cover from that.
Then I'm going to use my action to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's more than you had.
It's more than I had. And then
Good thing you used that 2nd level slot.
I mean, all I have is 2nd level.
Oh, that's
so-
true. But if you didn't, though, it would have been 2. So
Yep.
that
And then-
2nd slot.
I'm going to check the distance on something before I say it. I'm going to use my bonus action, Slayer's Prey, on the dude in the middle.
Okay, Slayer's Prey, nice.
But that's it.
Zaris, your turn.
He would have moved down here, getting away from the other one, realizing this one's here, and knowing Ramona's kind of still in danger, he's going to move right up here, and Eldritch Blast this one twice.
All right. Roll it.
Son of a bitch.
They both miss, skipping off of the water. Although, technically, that wouldn't have really done anything anyway, because they were to both sides. It's like just split going around to either side of the zombie and then skipping off the water.
It's that mast in the way.
Yeah. the one up in the air, yes.
Yeah.
Amity, your turn.
Woohoo! So exciting.
You
Okay.
just got your spell book just in time to die.
Yay!
Jeez.
She's gonna back up a little. And then now I have components, I have so many options.
Yeah.
I cry.
Okay. Can't really... I guess the dude in front of...
The dude in front of you, what?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I guess I'll just do another Scorching Ray at it.
Okay. Oh, I have all these material components. Time to cast a spell that I don't
I
need.
know.
anymore.
I don't have a lot of. I have like an AOE, and I'm like, I'm not gonna waste an AOE on your one target.
That is true.
That's a fair point.
Wow.
All right, first one misses.
Yay.
Ooh.
Hey.
Second
Much
one
better.
makes up for it. And third one will also hit.
Oh, so close. Nice, though.
28 damage. Nice.
Not bad.
Very nice.
She's like, burn.
She's like, just fucking die.
Stop, zombie, stop.
It's like, die, I want to play with my spell book, I just got it back.
Ramona,
She's
your
like, I
turn.
just gotta read, man.
I'm so unhappy, but it's okay. I'm gonna go back
So
here. and hide again behind I'm blanking. It's fine. Find my new friend who keeps helping me.
Zaris,
Zaris, thank you.
the
And
red
I'm
tiefling.
gonna do the thing I do when I throw the firebolt.
Do the thing. All right.
Zaris is ducking.
Ah! I've shot past you before, it's fine.
True.
All right. All right. Yeah, the firebolt goes streaking past Zaris, momentarily like catching like his shoulder on fire, but he just like absentmindedly pats it out as fire is not really a problem for him. And then it just streaks forward and hits the zombie in the face.
And then I'm gonna make more sorcery points, because that's all they're good for right now. Spell slots.
Just constantly turn spell slots into sorcery points. All
I feel
right.
like it's the most I've ever seen that done. I don't know if I ever turned a spell slot into sorcery
I
points.
have
You
nothing else I
did.
can do with
You
them
did.
right now.
Because she doesn't have any material components.
Yeah. So hey, they're coming in
Spells
handy
I
right
can
now.
cast.
All right. Zombie's turn.
Zombies.
So 10 feet of difficult terrain, and then comes running up to
It's an
Rowan.
attack.
Yep. Roll your shit.
And still in light.
Yep.
Womp womp. And I get to do like my extra attack too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
You get both
technically,
attacks.
Get to hit these things 4 times. I get to click the button.
Yeah.
That's
Hit the button
first
4
time.
times. You're
Don't ignore
attacking
that one.
twice.
Click the wrong one. Run.
Okay. I mean, I'm still going to count that as an attack, but yes.
I mean, actually, they are the they're
Yeah.
actually
So
the
18 will hit. I'm gonna take the 6 damage because that's like.
They
Oh, actually.
hit for the same. They're the same.
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same. So yeah, I'll take the
1d6
8 then. Yeah, I'll take the 8.
Okay. And
So
then,
yeah, 18 for 8.
Doop. Doop.
And 18 for 8. All right.
18 for 8. 18 for 8.
Consistent.
And
All right. And so that was your reaction.
mhm.
This one. Gets there and has to spend an action to dash to get with another 5 feet to get to Zaris. So it's not doing anything this round. So 10. And then we got 25. And this one comes running up here. And then 2 attacks going towards Rowan.
19 to hit.
All right. The first one, you nimbly dodge out of the way, and you kind of like whip back and be like, "Ha-ha!" as it strikes you right in the face. On the second one, dealing 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 14 points of necrotic damage for a total of 21 points of damage.
You fucking serious? God damn it!
Ow.
I'm unconscious.
All right, and Rowan goes down.
God, I had 20 points. That was
Ooh.
Oh, hey guys, don't worry, I'm a drow, in case you didn't know.
It's a little obvious.
It's so obnoxious clicking on an iPad. So put that at 0. I do it on both fucking my phone and the iPad. There we go.
Nice. All right, so that was the zombies' turn, which will bring us to the top of the order with Zephyr.
Alright. Seeing as how our friend went down in second level left, I can spell. Gonna do a cure wounds.
All right.
to
And
14
Rowan's
hit points.
back up with
Hey.
14 hit points.
Hey,
Uh,
what's up, bitches?
Still prone, but her turn's coming up, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm. And
Put 'em hard and
wounds,
fast.
She's like, okay,
let's see.
back.
Nope. Unless you want some magic stones.
No, I'm
I think you
kidding.
can only like have 3 of them at a time.
I have a max of 3 and I already used one. I can recast it.
Oh, I guess
since
you could
I said-
recast it to put that back up to 3. Yeah, technically.
I'm just gonna do it when I run out.
All right. So
works.
nothing for your bonus action. Do you want to move at all?
Yes, I'm gonna back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up. All right, sounds good.
Over here.
And Rowan, it is your turn. I recommend standing up.
I stand up.
I mean, she was already hitting at disadvantage at least.
Yeah,
So,
Jesus.
that wouldn't matter.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kick it from the ground. More
Sweep the
disadvantage on my
leg.
disadvantage. So yeah, I'll stand up, and then the one that I was hitting before, the one that I hit when he came up to me, so the one directly in front of me, I will punch it.
Punch it. Oh,
Come
what
on,
is the
punch
monk gonna do this turn? Oh, she's gonna punch it again. All right.
with 27 or 21,
21 will hit for 11 damage.
and then I'll punch it again, because that's what I do.
Yep. And another 7 damage. All right.
And
2 quick
then,
jabs. Nice.
yeah, I'm not prone anymore. I can click that off. Hit. 1 second. Nah, shit. Okay, that's awkward. Can't use that. I always forget how that spell is. And I will. I'll spend a key point to patient defense.
All right. Dodging it up. Sounds good.
Dodging it up like a baller.
Kind of take a step back a little bit, getting into a reflexive position.
Position.
And Vanya.
Like, please hit them, please hit them, please hit them.
I'm gonna try. The one that she's been hitting, do I have a clear shot on it? With like a
Yes.
dagger?
Yeah.
Dagger-like object. Okay, great. I'm
yeah,
going
bringing
to
back memories.
use. I'm gonna use Shadow Blade. We're gonna do this song and dance again.
Nice.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah,
No,
we're
we're
going
not.
first time. Ah, shit.
At least you have it.
But I
Oh
have it.
man.
Jesus. So
Oh
fierce.
boy. All right. This is looking a bit dire. All right.
Then I'm gonna move over this way.
Sounds good.
Behind the giant robot man.
Yeah, I am.
Zaris, your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast at disadvantage because he's within 5 feet of you. Hey, 18 still hits.
And now he's not at disadvantage anymore because you just got knocked back.
Well, actually, the blast hit him at the exact same time, so it's
Gotcha.
still disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter.
All right, nice. Both hit for a
Assisted
total of
damage.
9 damage.
And he's
All
back
right.
to where he started.
Yep, gets flown through the air and boop, into the water.
Rowan's
Cool.
like, can you come do that to these guys?
Mm-hmm.
Let's cluster
Kind of
up,
worried
guys.
about this one first.
Sadly, my ranged stuff pulls people toward me.
All right, Amity, your turn.
I'll just
Is
move
there
back
any
5 feet.
way I could shatter without hitting Rose?
How's the AOE work? Is it a radius? Is it a cube?
It is a. Let's see, 10-foot
10-foot what?
radius.
Yeah, I could say you can put it behind him and just kind of like catch the back end of him in order to
But-
avoid hitting Rowan. Yeah.
Sweet, gonna do that.
All right. I think it's con save for that one. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof. I rolled a
Which is-
natural 20 on one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
The other one failed though. So one will take the full 15. And the other one will take 8.
Sweet. She just like took the little chip out and clapped her hands together, and all of a sudden it was like,
All right. Cool.
cool.
Yeah, just a thunderous explosions. Just shakes the 2 zombies. The one above Rowan on the map, you can see as the thunder kind of like rivets off him, little like bits of flesh that were barely holding on to its bones just get ripped off.
She goes slapping into Rowan. She's just, please, not again.
Yeah, actually, because of where the spell was
Yeah.
cast, it would be sent towards Rowan. Yeah.
She's just like, oh no.
Like, sorry.
It's like, it's okay. Just don't let me die.
I'm noticing a pattern.
She's
Rowan
all
okay,
right.
she'll be fine.
Slapped with gore.
Ramona, your turn.
Hi. The thing that I keep doing that is okay is going to be done again because that's all I can do.
Sounds
Because
good.
it continues to be okay.
All right. Normally that would hit. However,
No,
being in the
don't
water, zombie
cover.
has only half cover at the moment, but that's just enough to avoid the fire.
But
So-
I finally rolled good damage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll roll good damage next time too.
Yay! At least I'm still alive.
Yeah.
That's all.
Speaking of which, the zombie's gonna come running at you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yay.
Oh no!
And the zombie is not smart enough to learn from its mistakes last time, so it has to dash again in order to get up to
Very simple-minded.
I picked the right meat shield.
Zeris. For some reason, I wanted to say Varus, but like, wait, no, that's not right.
That's League of Legends. What are these?
Yeah, and then I looked down and like I just could not see your name for a good like 3 seconds.
That was the last round trying to read. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay.
So that guy is Dunzo, and then these 2 over here are going to attack Rowan
Disadvantage.
4 times, all with disadvantage because she is dodging.
Like a baller.
Yeah, the way that monks do.
Yeah. 19 to hit. 19 to hit.
All right, first one you easily dodge out of the way. Second one, it's coming towards you, and you just bat the strike away.
Whoosh.
Third one, you do like some sweet flips and avoid it.
Just
and then the last one, you just kind of like do the splits to go low, and it just goes over you, and it's like, haha!
Nice job.
Fuck yeah, I got a +11 acrobatics. This is all perfectly normal. I'm sitting here like Cirque du Soleil.
All right,
Yes.
shit's about to hit the fan.
Nice reference.
Go ahead, Josh.
So,
How dare you?
No man.
Gasp.
on initiative count 20, I finally rolled it. It's happening.
He's been here
I've been
all-
watching every round. He's been rolling d20s. So I'm like, oh god.
I just progressively keep rolling more, and I'm like, when is it gonna happen?
I'm
It's
scared.
like, come on.
So it would be the zombie that is right next to Rowan on the left-hand side.
Don't explode.
Don't explode and call lightning.
Don't say it out loud. Give some ideas.
See, Josh was undead. I've got bad memories.
Yeah. As you
Yeah.
should. So, 2 arrows come out of the trees,
Uh,
come striking down at the zombie.
Oh,
And I believe, yeah, that does hit. Okay, so the first one just kind of hits it in the arm. Doesn't do a whole lot. The second one impacts the neck, and you just watch as it just crashes down. I gotta do all of the math on this now. This is gonna be
just math.
Oh fuck. How did you roll a nat 20 and a nat 1?
I know.
Amazing.
It's supposed to be one mighty arrow.
Yeah. I gotta double check the damage real quick just to make sure I don't fuck it up. Of course, I went too far. There it is.
I have a question. Do you get your reaction back when it comes back to your turn, or is it like at the top of every new
It's at the
round?
beginning of your turn you get it back.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you use it, if you use your reaction on your turn, you don't get it again until your next
My
turn.
next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So a grand total of
Hey, guess what, guys? I'm dead.
7 points of damage. Should that
What type of damage is that, Josh?
The 61 is force.
Okay, just making sure. I wasn't sure if this was like some purple
Okay.
worm poison shit, and I'm like, haha, poison doesn't work.
Wait a second.
Wait, it's
DM
dark?
canceling the other DM.
All right, so it was how much total?
77.
77. All right.
Is it dead?
Hopefully.
It looks real bad, but it's still
Wow.
standing somehow. Oh, was that including the first attack, Josh?
Yes, it was.
Okay, cool. Just making
Yep.
sure. Then yeah, it looks real bad.
Yep.
Cool. Zephyr, your turn.
Alright. Aiming for the one that just got hit by that fucking bullshit. He's gonna use his sling. Because he doesn't feel like closing the distance. 20 to hit, 8 bludgeoning damage with those stones.
All right. Sorry, which one were you aiming at?
The one that just got hit by that
Oh, by the
crossbow
arrows?
shit. Yeah.
All right.
That one is
Totally-
prone, by the way.
That one is prone.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
yeah. So it would be disadvantaged, so I'm assuming you want to throw it towards the other one?
I'll take the other one then.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Still
sorry,
standing.
forgot that little bit of information.
It's important.
Josh.
It's important for our range decisions.
Yeah, totally isn't a human that we know of.
No,
What are you talking about? It's not.
It's just random arrows. Fuck.
Yeah. And they were arrows, not crossbow bolts. So no theorizing that it's dark or some shit.
I didn't think it was.
He
I don't
could've
think it
started
was.
in a
It's too early in the campaign for this.
Yeah. Canonically, you guys are still in the Underdark.
We were there forever.
Not.
All right.
Only 2 months.
All right.
Not that long.
All right. That's going to bring us to Rowan then. You just saw
Oh.
this
Yeah.
zombie just get obliterated by these two arrows that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch the one on the ground. Like, oh boy,
All right.
you had it coming.
And yeah, just straight roll, seeing how.
Yeah, I have disadvantage because fuck you,
yeah.
son.
Yeah, exactly.
22.
Yeah, 22 will hit.
Is he still up?
It is still up.
Or well, down, alive, I guess, or dead? I don't. Fuck, I don't know.
Deader.
It's
24.
still moving.
All right, and with that, it is dead.
Oh, finally. And then I will go to the other one, and I'm gonna spend a key point and cast Flurry of Blows to hit him twice.
All right.
But at disadvantage, because sadness.
Yep, that one's not prone.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Boop. Boop.
Ooh, 13 will miss. That nat 20 though. Oof. All right, and then with the 15, you're able to get a good crack on his skull,
Cool. Hey guys, key.
and
If you
it
want to
goes
learn.
down dead.
Oh shit, really? Oh crap, cool.
Yeah, that one was also looking pretty bad.
Be like, ha, zombies. Psh. Like, dust her hands off, like, ain't got shit.
All right. Vanya, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use my.
Unless, Rowan, did you want to move at all?
Yeah.
All right. I
gonna-
forgot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back to the, if I can stop wiggling around screen.
Just
so
tell
hard.
me where you want to move.
Just tell us where you want to move.
I got it.
We'll move you.
I got it. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Right in the line of fire.
Two
All right.
fingers.
Yeah.
I have to use
I think-
2 fingers to like move on my phone screen. It's the weirdest thing.
I think you have enough movement to get to him.
Yeah,
that was like 25 feet of movement.
Was
So you
it?
should, yeah, I think for sure.
Well, I mean, there's still a chance it's going to get knocked back here in a
Oh,
moment.
even less. It was 20. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Then,
25.
yeah, it's hard to
So-
tell on this, but
So
yeah,
if you,
I'll go.
yeah, it's only
there.
15 rest away. So yeah. All
There you
right.
go,
So
okay.
kill those 2 and then come running up on the 3rd. All right.
I'm just like, come here, zombie.
Now it is Vanya's turn.
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to recall my Shadow Blade. I'm gonna take 2 steps forward, and then I'm gonna throw it again.
Let's
All
do this.
right.
Come on.
There we go.
Nice. That will hit. That's some shitty psychic damage, though.
Real shitty psychic damage.
At least it's not-
But that's it. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. Great. Zaris, your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Elder Flare.
Pew pew.
All right. The 17 will hit for 10 points of damage, and it gets sent 10 feet back.
And the other one missed at 9.
Yep.
Do I get an attack of opportunity since it moved out?
No,
Unwilling.
it was
No, okay.
forced to move. It's only
Okay.
when it willingly moves is when
I've
you
asked
get
that
your,
many times myself.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha. Good to know. I've never
It
never
is.
had the question come up, so.
yeah. That is a very common question, and one of the first questions I was ever asked as a DM, and I was like, I don't know.
Aw.
Okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
so-
Thank you.
And
Amity.
That's it. I'm just going to stay here too.
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, Amity, your turn.
Okay. Well, she's like, no. She's gonna move that way. And then, I guess she'll just cast Ray of Frost on the leftover zombie.
All right,
The leftovers.
Leftover zombie.
nice.
Wow.
So
What good
3.
damage?
I feel like it's so
Uh,
close.
So 3 reduced to 2.
Wow.
That's funny.
What a
And it
shot.
is slowed by 10 feet. Cool.
And, she's gonna, yeah, just stay.
All right, cool. Ramona, your turn.
Hi, I will firebolt again.
Mhm.
Oof.
Hey,
Oof.
aw.
No, I'm getting real tired of this, guys.
All right.
Hey, both.
It's like good damage, but misses. Bad
Yeah,
damage,
it just
but
goes flying over its head. You trying to be a little more careful this time. Try not to set Zaris ablaze and overcompensate, and just it goes flying over both of your heads.
I like to think every time she misses, she just shoots the boat, like, from before.
But it's not enough to actually light it on fire.
Oh man.
She's like, fuck you both.
All right,
That's all I got.
cool.
And I'm
And
gonna say, guys,
then
I think I need a nap.
Well, man.
I'm so
Alright.
tired.
At initiative count 7, anything going on there, Josh?
Nope.
All right.
Josh is like, no, we only got one. That was never gonna happen.
Then zombie's turn. It is going to come running up and finally take an attack against Zaris.
Finally did
Yeah,
it.
about time.
He was so determined.
He tried so hard.
The little zombie that could.
The whole time it was just like, when you try your best, but you
All right.
won't succeed.
And both of those will hit
Oh.
against Zaris.
Oof. This gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
So between both of them, you take 18 points of bludgeoning and 23 points of necrotic for
Oh,
41 points of
holy
damage.
shit.
He's
I
fine.
think you unconscious,
What was the
He's
second
fine.
number?
baby.
It's 41 total.
Well, I already subtracted the first number. I wouldn't need the second.
Oh, okay. Then it was 23.
All right. Still up.
I was gonna say, still in better shape than me and Amity.
Cyrus is kind of hardy with his health. He rolled really good.
Oh yeah, he is a decent con, doesn't he? All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, he has 62 max health, and he got back up to 40
Jeez.
something.
I am the squish.
I am the second highest health in the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. All right. Anything at initiative count 20 there, Josh?
Nope.
Actually, can I use a
Never.
reaction since I got hit?
Oh yeah, you could use a reaction.
Hellish Rebuke,
Ah,
because fuck that
zombie
guy.
ablaze.
You yell
Yeah,
at
no
it
kidding.
because he's hit you.
And he just barely succeeds, so he will take 10 points of fire damage. As soon as Roll20 wants to agree with me. Alright, there we go. Cool. Then it's going to bring us over to Zephyr.
Alright. Gonna move up a bit and do good old slingshot.
Oh, hi.
Do my 1d6 plus 5 because magic stone. 17 to hit, 9 bludgeoning.
Yeah, it will hit.
The
Still
sudden
alive.
bird noises really throw me off.
Hey, yeah. It's funny. Alright, 9 points of damage. Anything else?
That's about it. That's it.
Alright, Rowan, your turn.
I'm a punch it.
Punch it.
By some miracle, is the sun in a way that we're standing in the shade of this giant boat?
You would be. Just you.
God
The
damn
only
it.
one who needs.
No,
Nope.
that's my
The
target.
target also has to be out of sunlight.
I punch it, I miss.
This is
Yep.
when you try your best. Start
I punch
playing.
it, I miss.
Alright, they both miss.
I
So
miss
does the
again.
third one. Just like, oh, why are you so shiny? I'm gonna say for continuity, this is the night zombie, and the sunlight is bouncing off of his metal armor.
And I'm just like, no, ow. I'm like hissing. And he's like,
All right,
and that's my turn.
great,
Real fun.
Anya.
Gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna bonus action, bring my Shadow Blade black, and then I'm gonna throw it again.
Please miss just so we can both miss. God damn it.
Okay, I'm still gonna roll shitty psychic damage.
Yeah, that was even worse. Oh, I guess you are just rolling 2d8.
I'm just
so
rolling 2d8, yeah.
every character that I play that has Shadowblade, just you like always upcasts it just for a shit ton of damage.
Yeah. Well, it works great if I didn't have to use my bonus action to throw Slayer's Prey, but I have to use my bonus action to bring it back, so I'm just stuck in this weird 2d8 limbo.
You can use like an off take a round off of Shadowblade and just throw your spear as an action, and then use your hunter spray.
With my shitty.
Okay.
I won't be able to find it afterwards.
Zaris, your turn.
Throws it into the ocean.
It goes into the sand and just somehow sinks through the sand.
Hey guys, watch out, quicksand.
No.
All right, Zaris, your turn. Hey, that hits.
Damn it.
And that misses.
Darn.
All right. Another blast of force energy sends it rocking 10 feet back.
Poor zombie.
Mhm.
Don't poor zombie.
Seriously? Poor us. Poor us that I didn't hit him
Look at
back
us.
10 more feet, so he has to dash again.
Yeah. Amity, your turn.
Yay.
Ray of Frost.
She's gonna have to do another ray of frost.
Great.
Everything's going great.
Hey.
Hey, that'll hit for 10 reduced to 5.
Woo!
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
helping
right.
again.
Yay! I'm not.
Speaking of which, Ramona, it's your turn.
Hi. I'm gonna give my meat shield a slight health buffer, and I'll give him a.
Giving Zaris a rune. All
Yes.
right. Nice.
Alright.
Yep, that's it.
Great.
God, we are depressing. But
I mean, how often
Alright.
do you ever hear the warlock being called the meat shield?
Then again, the druid is also considered the meat shield.
Yeah, but you're way over there. You're
yeah, I
not.
was gonna say
helping
you're
me.
standing way back.
I feel like the druid is more of a tank. The warlock is a meat shield because like he's just cannon fodder at this point.
Man, that's just not
All
cool.
right. All right. Josh, anything?
Just that.
Okay.
Just
what's
that.
Just
What-
that? I'm so scared.
real quick, what's everybody's passive perceptions?
Really bad.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
It was
shit.
supposed to be advantage, not disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Then I'll use the other one. So never mind. None of you can hear anything.
Alright.
I got an 11 anyway, so it does not
I
matter.
clicked the wrong one.
Yeah.
Perception's a 15 anyway.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Zombie moving up. Gonna attack Zaris once. What it does on its next attack depends on what happens on its first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a nat 1. So the second attack is also going to go towards Zaris. And that's a second
Oh
nat
my
1.
god.
Yeah!
Yeah, bitches.
Don't crush
I don't care if
Which
it's true.
side?
I'm blaming the rune. I'm helpful.
I only get it once. Next round, I'm dead.
All right, bringing us to the top of the order, Zephyr.
Alright. You know what, just for shits, I'm gonna just do a thorn whip because I can now.
Okay.
You know,
Just to
there's
shove it some more.
probably people watching us.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
And miss.
Damn it.
to watch this shame.
Failing at us killing a
Poking
thing.
away
Yeah.
at one
One
zombie.
Don't worry, there's only one viewer and it's me.
Three.
Oh,
Hey, I'm watching.
Oh,
my.
well then I have no idea why it says one viewer then.
Yeah, it says 3 on my end.
Oh, weird. Well, anyway, that 12 will miss.
That's my entire.
Rowan, as you're standing there getting ready to do your next attack, suddenly a vine just comes like whipping out over your head, almost taking your head off with the zombie. But it misses both of you, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Just look back. I'm like, seriously?
I tried.
Just keep throwing your magic rocks, okay?
All right.
Wow. A little bit of Omri poking through there.
She just missed 3 attacks in a row. She's mad. She like hit every other attack today and then like missed.
You know, if anyone in the group is going to be the one throwing shade, it's going to be the Shadow Monk.
True.
Hey.
She needs the shit.
Hold on, where's my rim shot, Jeff?
All right, Rowan, it's your turn.
I will attempt to hit it. I miss.
All right, first one misses.
I'll try and hit it again.
Second one just barely hits for 9 points of damage.
And I think this is like the first time I've hit it with. Can I get sneak attack since I have a friend who's next to this too? Or can I not get it because I'm attacking at disadvantage?
Well, oh, you are attacking at disadvantage, yes.
So I
That
can't,
is
right?
why, yeah. Usually, another reason why you wouldn't have sneak attack is because you're technically attacking with your fists,
Oh right, yeah, no,
which
that's
aren't
right. No, no,
considered
right.
finesse
Yeah,
weapons.
that's
But
my
I
super
think
cut
that's
that part.
bullshit personally, so I usually allow it. But you are at disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. So there's that hit, and then I'll bonus action snag it again. For another 6.
Hey, nice, another 6 damage. It's looking pretty bad now.
That's my turn.
Great. Vanya, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to call it back, and then I'm gonna walk up, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Yes, the throwing was the problem.
It was clearly. The
Clearly, yes, the throwing was the problem. Woof.
You're like not used to stabbing with it. You're just like, oh shit, miss.
It's still a weird concept.
I'm not sure if this is a slashing weapon or a stabbing weapon.
Or do I try and bludgeon with it?
It's weird, and I don't know what. Well, that's our
All
turn.
right, all right, great, perfect. Zaris, your turn.
Literally, the guy who's attacking. The two of us attacking at disadvantage are like,
No, okay. God damn it, Joe.
oh my god.
Sorry.
All right.
They'll be right back in a moment.
All right.
How much health does this fucking zombie have?
All right. The zombie gets blasted out and then falls down dead and does not.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled one successful con save for these zombies for like their undead resilience this whole night. Each one
I
just
get
keeps
some
on
bonus
dying
health back.
immediately.
Oof.
All right, and
Rowan-
unless Josh is doing anything, we're out of combat.
Not doing anything.
All right,
Rowan
cool.
is immediately going to look at the forest and be like,
Yeah.
the fuck, why did arrows come out of here?
Yeah, I'm going with her.
I get a bonus 12 health back. Well, temporary health.
Temporary hit points, yes.
Better than no health.
It's more of a
True.
buffer than health, yeah.
True.
It's more like a bandage. Temporary bandage.
All right, so whoever's running into the forest to look for shit, go ahead and make a perception
Wait.
check.
Before you go, let me give you fruit.
I can only do one thing on this ship, and I'm gonna do it.
Don't take my one job, please.
hearing Ramona behind us, and just gonna kind of stop and look at her like, okay, hurry up. Alright.
Boop.
Well, before Rowan leaves, I'll give her
And
3
then I'm gonna
magic
go
stones.
sit down.
Okay.
I'll give our monk some ranged and give her 3 magic stones.
Pocket stones. And then what did you give us, Ramona?
Just one of those really bad 1d6 protection rune things each.
I'll take it. Alright.
I'll take it.
And then I'm
Too
gonna
low on
just
health,
sit here and hope to not die.
25.
All right.
When you throw them, you're doing 1d6 plus my spellcasting mod. Which is fine.
Rowan, roll again because you have disadvantage in the sunlight.
But it's if I'm perceiving something, if I'm perceiving into the forest, isn't the forest not, if it's super thick, it's not going to be.
But
super
you're
bright
in the
there.
sunlight.
Well, I didn't get far enough when I was running. I wanted to all the way to the tree line.
Oh,
it's just,
okay,
It's hard to
yeah,
move.
okay.
It's hard to move
So
on the path.
So you're going to run into the forest blind, find some shade, and then look. Got it.
I'll drag her
Sounds
into the
good.
forest.
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm not totally blind. It's just really hard to see. in the
I
sun.
didn't mean literally blind. I mean running into danger blind. That type
Oh,
of
okay,
blind.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, great.
Apparently.
We're like, no, our shelter.
I'm pretty sure that roll earlier was still higher than 25 though. So you neither of you notice anything
Seriously?
in the forest.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do something that I've been do for a while. Can I
I was
summon
gonna say-
back my familiar?
Okay.
Is he
No.
gone forever?
You go to summon your familiar and he does not come back. I will say, however, that when your weapons were found, any incense that you had that you use for basically like any of your money centric components were with your weapons. So
Sweet.
you would have incense to now cast that spell again.
Man,
Yeah,
But it
see,
would-
that would have
wet.
required me to have the foresight to have remembered I need to buy shit like that.
Oh, well, I guess you didn't have any, so you
Nope,
don't have
I
any.
didn't.
So now that familiar's just gone until you find incense on this godforsaken wherever you guys are.
Island,
Sweet.
probably.
She looks genuinely really upset about it.
Yeah, Amity also looks upset when she figures that out.
Rowan's gonna look over at Vanya and just be like, "You did pretty good, building that shelter. Do you have other, outdoor sort of things? Can you find tracks or something from the people that shot from here?"
Yeah, I should be able to.
Maybe messed
I
up
would
with
like to
Roll
try
One.
to look for tracks.
Okay. Are you just checking like the immediate area?
Well, where we assume the arrows came from, I think would be the.
Yeah.
All right. So the general area that the arrows came from. Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Is Rowan technically helping me? Or...
Sure. Sure. I'll say she's helping you. Yeah. So advantage.
Stop scrolling.
While they're doing that, what's the rest of the party doing?
We're back in the woods.
Well, we're being idiots
Yeah.
and playing in the dirt.
Well, I'll be looking for the one item I still haven't found.
did
Amity's
I
gonna
just
try to
give
take
it
a rest if she can.
All right. So Amity sits down to start a short rest.
I mean, I could take a long rest and regain some spell slots. If you would like that instead, party.
I don't think we'll have a
The
chance for a long
I don't-
rest here.
Yeah, I don't think
They
that's
seem to be
happening.
coming in
rest.
waves every hour, and there's more every time.
Actually, I have a feature that I forgot about.
Yep. So if you wanted to start taking a short rest, you can.
Would that benefit me?
Well, yeah, you would get
Mhm.
half your druid levels rounded down and spell slots back.
All right.
So 3 levels worth of spell slots.
Can have a combined level of up to 4.
I have 1 second level, 3,
Yeah, I'll
and
take
1
a short.
4th level left.
I'll take a short rest, regain some
Alright,
hit points, and
so-
get some spell slots left.
Cool.
gonna help
Amity
look
and
for gear.
Zephyr. Alright, so Zara's doing
'Cause
that.
fuck it.
And then what is Ramona doing?
I'm trying to decide if I should look for stuff or if I should rest, but I'm just rolling so bad.
Rest, give you a chance.
Yeah, I guess I'm doodling in the sand, trying to feel better.
She's doodling
Okay.
runes, doodling her runes in the sand, just like.
Alright, cool.
Amity will also doodle in the sand, and she'll look over like curiously at whatever she's drawing, and then look back really quickly at what she's drawing if she ever like notices.
I'll look over at what you're drawing.
I don't know what she's fucking drawing. Probably a weasel.
Oh, buddy. I'll draw a friend for it.
Oh my god. Yikes.
And this is
Alright.
how the party dies.
Let's go back to the forest now. So, I would say with your 21, it's not long before you find boot prints in the underbrush. And you start following the boot prints where they lead, and then they just seem
Does it
to
look like
end.
it was one person?
It's a single person, yeah. And they just seem to end suddenly.
I look up in the trees.
Yeah.
All right, make a perception check looking up in the trees.
We find trees.
Beach party. This is the filler beach episode.
I like it. I don't know why, but I like it.
Best beach episode ever.
That's the
looking
title
Alright.
I'm going for at this point.
Vanya, you see that there is like a single like broken branch up in one of the trees, but you don't see anything else.
Am I able to get from the footprints any indication of like this, if it was like a human-sized person or like a?
Yeah, it looked like a human-sized person.
Okay.
Oh god, please don't be that human-sized person.
Well, if we're gonna rest here for the night, we should at least keep a good watch.
Should we rest here for the night? I mean, if these, like, how many crew members were on that boat? Like, how many more of these zombies do you think we might end up having to deal with? Because I don't think we could do this all night long.
No, I'd be more inclined to try and come further in. Maybe go up. We could rest in the trees. Come in a
Yeah,
couple miles.
I think that'd probably be the best if none of the animals are around. They clearly have a good reason, and something felt off about this place when we showed up before the zombies. So
Yeah.
I think that we should probably
That's
just
a
get on
good
our feet.
anime when they
Could start walking in. Start walking in a mile or so.
Yeah, I know.
3
that-
miles is where I pick up animals again, but I don't know if we can make it 3 miles.
I don't know either, depending on how everybody's feeling, but I know we haven't found all of our stuff, but honestly, I can leave something behind. I don't mind in order to just live.
I'd be all right with taking a rest and then trying to come back in the morning.
Yeah,
Or
I think
trying
that
to
would
come
be
back
for the
after
best.
sleeping.
I think that would definitely be for the best. You can definitely get us back here, yeah.
Yeah. I can
Okay.
get us I can get us back here, right?
Yeah. You
hope
you
so.
don't think
With your rolls,
like you look
Hey.
you've been watching and like there's nothing like magically enchanting about the forest, so because it's not magical, you're pretty sure you can get them back there.
Yeah. I can't get lost if it's not magic.
Okay, well, let's go check on the others, get everybody up and moving, and find
Heard that.
ourselves a safer place. Yeah, I know, me too. God, stop, Mike.
We've just like, by the time they get back, we've just drawn like a full zoo in the sand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, serious
100%.
question. How much of the ship would we have to set on fire to get 10 gold worth of charcoal?
Honestly, you mean
Honestly,
you mean
most of it
20
was struck
gold
by
worth of
lightning.
charcoal?
Well,
How
it's
much of the ship can we
it's not just charcoal. It's like I'm pretty sure the incense is the expensive part. It's like you have charcoal and then you need 10 gold worth of incense. Incense
you have
is
what?
the problem here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
charcoal's
don't think I
okay.
ever realized that you need all 3.
And I doubt we ever
Yeah.
found our gold.
Yeah, no, we're all broke.
Oh yeah, that's all
So
3.
Vanya and I head back to the room.
Yeah, gold's
Right,
not in our
right.
Yes.
backpack.
Right, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Did we have our money in our bags when we found our bags?
Nope, no money.
Damn it!
God
Great.
damn
You
it.
bunch of broke bitches. So yeah,
When they
Vanya
get back,
and I head back.
when they get back, Amity's gonna go. Is your shelter you made still there?
The shelter's
Yeah.
there, but we don't think we should stay too close to the beach. Those
Oh.
zombies might keep coming in waves.
Well, I
It might
mean,
be
I
safer.
can make a shelter that keeps them out. I mean, I didn't want to like steal your thunder, you know.
No, it's all right.
So
If
you're
you-
just been keeping this to yourself, like, the whole time? While you thought they're freaking messing around with palm leaves, you knew you could make us something.
I mean, I just wanted you to have a good time.
Oh yeah, we had a great time. Really good
We
bonding
did.
moment.
Question,
it was
is that
good.
question, Mike?
So
Is that cave an actual cave on the map?
Cave? What cave?
That little alcove right there, with its actual shade,
No, that's where I climbed
whether it
up.
looks like a shadow.
Yeah, no, it's just rocks.
Oh,
It's a rock wall.
no, that's just rocks. That is
Okay,
not a
I was
cave.
just wondering because it looks.
It does kind of look like a cave.
Yeah, I guess I see that now too, but it's very subtle. You definitely have to like focus in on it to see it. So
Make a perception check.
there's no cave there. It's just rocks.
Okay.
Well, if the zombies
Oh.
can't get in whatever shelter you can make, then I would still suggest we camp a little into the wood line because of tides. And
Okay.
but I'm all for taking a longer rest now.
Yeah, me too. I have been yeah, whacked a one too many times by those guys. I need a break.
Me too. My shelter only lasts exactly 8 hours, so we have to make sure we are ready for it.
Does it make
Yeah.
like a? Does it make like a sphere?
Is it
Or
like a
how much
tiny?
space are we working? How much space are we working with here?
Okay, so we're gonna have to crowd.
It's a tiny hut, isn't it?
It fits
you-
comfortably, like
Can you
up to
make
like
your
8
little-
people.
Yes,
Can you make your bubble around the little camp that we made already?
I could, but in 8 hours it'll pop, and then whatever is around our little thing will be able to get to us.
Would we
Well,
be
yeah.
able to maybe sleep in the trees? And do it that way. That way, when the bubble pops, we are above ground.
It's a dome, so it
Mm.
kind of needs flat ground.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll have people on watch, so we'll be able to know if, there are things coming towards our little bubble.
I would like to find at least some of my stuff before we go
I'm
to
looking.
bed.
I was looking, just hasn't gotten around to it yet.
Yep. 30 minutes
Really
hasn't
want-
gone by yet, so I just haven't
Okay.
had you roll yet.
Yeah, you really want that rod to.
Yeah, we'll probably have a better chance finding some of our stuff tomorrow when we're all not feeling like death.
But you brought up the tide thingy.
Don't. You should be fine.
Some of us have tiny
I mean,
things
we can
that they
all-
would
we
like to
can all-
find.
We can all look right now if you would like. If we can do it, with all of us looking,
Also,
we
Joe,
might have better luck.
this is an ability check, and you have a cantrip that aids a
I
bonus
know.
to a ability check. Okay, just making sure you remember, because you haven't used it at all yet, even though you said so at the beginning of the thing.
Yeah, but don't I need the book? Or did I find that in the bag?
You would have found your book, yeah, so now you have your book.
Okay, but I technically also have a different spell that would be even more beneficial.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever
It all
you have
depends
to
on the
use,
roll.
use it.
I'm just making sure you can still use guidance, is what I'm
I
saying.
know, but I was going to use Dark One's own luck depending on this roll.
Alright. Then yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead and make
You know,
your...
I'm going to
well,
use it too.
it's supposed to be investigation, but
Oh, well,
is it... what's the difference between the two?
big.
Alright, so you got a 17 on it, because I'm taking the die roll of the first roll.
Okay.
And then you're adding a d10 to it?
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Is my luck going to be a 1?
10, 4.
Alright. I'm gonna
21.
say 21 is usually when the when you find weapons and armor. But seeing how we're just like focusing in on the sorcerer and she doesn't have any of that shit, I'm gonna say you find Ramona's backpack.
Yay!
And
Yeah.
so all your non-magical shit, whatever you had for spell focus, whether it's an arcane focus or a component pouch, you have that now.
Focus, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Just like petting her focus, like, oh,
Yeah, I missed it.
As soon as I
No,
find it,
I
I
can-
hand it to her.
I can actually help. Thank
Oh
you.
shit! I just realized I have something that we can use as a first level spell that I just regained.
I hand it
Alright.
to her and let us know, like, okay, we can take a break now. Are we heading for the trees, or are we going to do the sphere thing?
If you would like, I can
we're
do
gonna
something.
be in the trees and do
Well, just making sure you guys know that if you want to take advantage of those hit points that hit die that you rolled, you have to sit here for an hour.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
sitting here. I haven't moved. I
Same
just
here.
hugged my bag when
Yeah.
he brought it over
Once-
to me.
And once the short rest is over, I will have a recovered spell slots that I can use to cast something which we will need.
Yeah. What time of day are
Find
we at
some
now?
magic stuff.
How long have we been on this?
I would say by
for?
now, you're getting close to noon.
I
I'd say
could
it's like
look up
10,
at the
11.
sky with the binoculars.
And burn your retinas.
Ow!
Never look at the sky with a magnifying lens.
I'm not
Oh my
looking into the
gosh.
sun.
Well, the sun.
I'm not that dumb. I just said at the sky.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Rowan does her best not to leave the trees. She's just like looking at the line of the sun outside. The he's like, no.
Ramona, as you use the binoculars to stare at a random part of the sky, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Oh jeez,
Oh boy.
I shouldn't roll anything ever.
Oh, it's fine.
Ah. Oh hey.
Told you.
All right.
Hey, look at that.
As you just kind of randomly pick a direction to look in at the sky, for the purpose of seeing what time it is, you see something else in the binoculars as well. You see what looks to be a form of a large creature. Looks like it looks like a reptilian creature flying through the sky with great big wings. But it is like way off in the distance. And it is not coming towards you. It is going like it is headed inland, but far to the north.
So I'll just like lower the binoculars slowly. So funny thing, I was looking at the sky to know when it is, and I think there's a really large, scaly flying creature on the.
Do you mean like?
As she's describing it, would it ring any bells to me?
Make a nature check.
11.
Yeah. This isn't a hard check. Pretty much. Not even because you're a druid, but because like it is a mythical creature of legend that just about everybody has heard of.
Yep.
It sounds like a dragon, and pretty much everybody, unless you have like a negative intelligence. So sorry, Vanya.
Wow.
So all of you are just like go wide eyes, and you're like, "Oh fuck, that sounds like a dragon." And then Vanya's just like looking at her like, "Why? What's going on?"
It's like the fuck's a flying lizard.
My poor sweet girl.
It was flying away. You said
Flying
no,
north.
flying
it was
towards
flying
us.
not towards us, inland.
Inland, yeah, towards kind of like farther to the north. You just saw it kind of just like fly across your binoculars for a second.
I'll just
headed westward.
point in the direction it was flying that way.
Maybe we should get in the tree line.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but it was like miles away to the north. Like it was small in that binoculars.
Okay.
So either it's a small dragon or it was very far away.
I mean, it's a dragon.
Dragon is a dragon is a dragon.
Once our short rest is passed and I have my spell slots back, I'm gonna scour the beach real quick using.
Well, before that happens, is there anything that Vanya, Rowan, or Zaris would like to do in the second half of the hour, seeing how you're not taking a short rest?
Well, I don't think there's anything else to find, is there? I mean,
maybe.
our money is.
Just in case.
Yeah.
It still might be safer to get off the beach, in all honesty.
Yeah, just keeping a really good eye on the forest.
And the beach.
Okay. Sure. Make perception checks.
Yeah, Rowan's just like looking at the water, and she's like, "That shit's too bright." Looks back at the forest. Ooh, look at us go.
Now we roll good.
There we go.
Okay.
Can't when we're looking for gear, but we can when we're looking at water.
All right.
So true. We're looking at the woods.
Then yeah, at the end of the hour, you guys get the benefits of your short rest.
I would also
to
like
which,
Rowan to be climbing a tree.
Sure. To which, Zephyr immediately casts Detect Magic, which is real funny Because he
Just
could have
scour
done
the
that at any time as a ritual.
Jesus
I know,
Christ.
but I didn't really want to waste 10 minutes casting that.
I
Yes,
got captain too.
much better to waste an hour. Yes, I see your logic.
We were kind of being
Hours.
pelted by undead at the time.
All right, so you.
I just
so you-
scoured the beach with detect magic.
all right, make an investigation check at advantage.
God.
I would
If
probably
somehow I
be
don't
doing
find
that
our
as
shit
well.
after this, I'm gonna be pissed.
If it's in that one, I'm gonna cry.
Actually, I would
Nope.
probably be doing that as well with Eldritch Sight.
All right,
15. If I
15.
still ain't meeting the DC, I'm gonna be annoyed. 'Cause
Um,
I mean, it took a 21 to find our armor, so.
in, jeez, yeah. Neither of you find anything magical. Zephyr, out of anger, you kick a piece of driftwood and it goes flying towards Rowan. And Rowan, as it lands at your feet, you realize that it's your bow staff.
I'm like, oh hey, thanks. Man.
It only took Zephyr being frustrated to find your bow staff.
She just like spins it around a couple times, like
You
all
catch it
happy.
and immediately start spinning it.
I'm just like, oh yeah. Start to
Wait.
summon.
It's not a magic bow staff, is it?
No, it's just a quarter staff.
Okay, just making sure. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, it's just a
I was like,
plain,
wait.
plain.
I
It's a
didn't. I
plain
didn't
green
check to
stick.
see what your magic item was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no.
Just
My magic item's a clue. We're good.
cool.
Not the same.
Yeah. So neither of you sense anything. And in the I'm gonna say it takes you a lot less time to do that kind of once over the beach with your detect magic. And as you are just getting done scanning the beach between the two of you with your magic sense, you all hear a familiar sound coming from the ocean as you
Everybody get in the fucking camp.
Yeah, let's go.
as you see 4 zombies making their way out of the water.
Bye.
Run.
All right.
Heading
So
to the
you got
camp.
so you guys run. You running? You just running to the camp or what?
We're running into the woods to get away.
I was gonna say if you stop at the camp, it's like they're gonna catch up to you.
Yeah, we're going.
Fuck the camp.
All right.
We're gone.
So, as the party gives up the beach to run into the forest, that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Alrighty.
It's a good place to end.
Oh,
The
okay.
beach party's over.
We can come
Beach
back
party is the
tomorrow
episode
and
title.
maybe try and find magic
Mhm.
things. Jesus.
Something's rustling in the damn leaves. I keep hearing it.
I mean, there is something in the trees.
Like, I know that he's
And it's
high,
not a
but it can't be
bird.
that fucking high.
It's someone. That's all we know.
Yeah. Too bad. Vanya didn't take humanoids as one of her favorite enemies.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate that it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do things for the
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah. You didn't have to.
I
It
just
worked.
I just want the Vanya Rowan bromance to continue.
Yes.
forever. It's my new favorite thing.
I'm into it.
It's the best.
Alright, then I will end the stream here. So thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
I'm watching too. Thank you, us, for watching. Or anybody that's watching this on YouTube.
I say that because like on mine it still
What?
says 1 viewer for some reason. I
Hey,
don't know
we
why.
have 4 on my end.
Yeah, that's weird.
I got 4 on mine.
What
I
the
already
hell?
exited.
What the hell, PlayStation Twitch at? Goddamn.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh, well,
This is
I'm just happy that
hilarious.
Roll20
It's just like-
decided to.
What the fuck are they doing sitting on this beach?